Well, very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Data Sim live stream. Today it's the 27th of February 2025, 4 minutes past 3 in the afternoon. We're back in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in another Airbus. iniBuilds have released their Airbus A350 last night. I purchased it yesterday evening, installed it, did a test sector. Very impressed. We all knew it would be a very good aircraft. We'll be flying from my real-world operator on a route very familiar with me. Here we are in Japan, on the island of Okinawa. We're going to be flying from Naha. This is the beautiful scenery from NK Studios to the capital, Tokyo. We're going to Tokyo Haneda International. Now, I was going to go do it the other way, but the trade winds in this part of the world meant it would have been a 1 hour longer flight time. So we're going to go northeast with a 150 knot tailwind all the way to Tokyo. So flight time only around 1 hour 55 minutes. Japan Airlines flight 920, call sign Japan Air 920, and this is a real world A350-900 route flown by this very aircraft. I think, in fact, I was looking on Flight Radar, this aircraft flew it only a couple of days ago, this very sector. So yes, very impressed with the aircraft. Performance seems okay. I don't think it's fully optimised for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, as you'll see when we fly into Tokyo. Yes, there's a bit of a city to install and load in the sim, but my FPS goes really quite low. I wouldn't dare fly in there on a busy VATSIM event as well. I'm aware the Navigraph charts don't work for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. I don't know why. They check that out or test it before release, so it does mean we're going to have to use the usual way of using the overlay with the app to see all the charts. But apart from that, I think it's well, I don't know anything about the A350, but it's a really nice add-on. I practiced a couple of days ago in the A380, so I'm all ready and familiar with all the Airbus procedures. It's not a Boeing, but I can get you from A to B, I reckon, pretty safely. But yeah, live weather, we're 12 hours behind live time, so right now it's 0300 Zulu in the sim, so it's just around mid-morning in the sim in Japan. Right now it would be in the evening, a night flight otherwise as well. But yeah, we're going to have a good fun today. Kevin, so no confusion on the PA since this is your real employee. I'll try my best. I've never spoken Japanese in any of my streams, but I'll avoid doing so today, I think, as well. Here we are, look at it. The external model is absolutely beautiful, and Japan Airlines is a real aircraft with the Airbus A350 logo on there as well. In fact, I think a lot of people are utilising their A350s. We can just see Cathay Pacific's just landed here, most likely from Hong Kong, inbound to Naha, so we're live on the VATSIM network here as well. Tom, sure, Navigraph isn't working. It was down for maintenance this morning, but supposedly up now. Yes, I think Navigraph, the whole of Navigraph was down, as they were doing some servicing, but it's known that the iniBuilds A350 Navigraph charts aren't working for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, according to their Discord, and asking a few people around as well. No, anyone else having the issue of landing lights shining in the cockpit after gear retraction? I'm not having that issue. One thing I'm having issues with, though, is the gear. Very loud when I put the gear down on the approach. I don't know if there's something I can change in my settings. I played around with the volumes, but I didn't have any issues, or couldn't find any ways of fixing that issue. Simbear, thank you very much for your 3 months as a member. Hope you're doing well, sir. You've been very interactive as a member as well. He says, how time flies. As a member, reward, can I have a landing that doesn't destroy my spine? Listen, I've had a few ropey landings recently, and a couple of bounces on the last stream in the A380, but look, this aircraft lands itself pretty much. You just pull back on the stick slightly. Talking about sticks, look what I've got. Stick cam with my Xbox controller as well. We'll look at Jack here. He's very tired behind me during the stream, so you can watch me wiggle it around to see what I'm doing. Very good. Overping, it is very loud in real life though. Really overpang? I mean, it's very, very loud in the A350 here. Pete, yeah, I think that was a Navigraph outage and should be okay now, unless this is a separate thing. Yeah, this is a separate issue as well. But yeah, have a look at this external model. I have flown on an A350 as a passenger, actually with Cathay Pacific. I went from Hong Kong to New Zealand about 5 or 6 years ago. It was a brand new A350 for Cathay. But yeah, these are Rolls-Royce XWBs, I think. That's the name of them here. The livery looks really nice. I don't understand why Japanese airlines always have that red dot as well, or on the top of the wing with the livery. KitKat, thank you very much for your continued support as a member. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Look at the wing on this thing as well. And another thing, the fuel flow on this is incredible when you think about it. We've got 324 passengers today, and we're only burning, I think it's like 5.5, 6 tons an hour or something, which you think about the size of the aircraft, it's incredibly efficient. But yeah, this was built to sort of compete with the 787, which came first, but I think there's a huge order list or backlog of orders for the A350. I always found the landing gear look so tiny, but I guess that's due to the lighter weight, but the wheels are much smaller than that on, say, the 777 and the 78, I believe. But yeah, really nice external model. This is the, as I said, the A350-900, but I find the nose very ugly. Airbus aren't very pretty airplanes in the nose compared to my NG. I find the back's an NG, if it's not very nice. Anyway, Lulu, thank you, 3 months. Haneda, probably my favourite overnight. Are we going to do the Highway 23 visual? Now, I would like to practice that another time. I'm thinking real life they're using runway 16 at the moment because the wind's from the south, but we'll perhaps do it another time. But right now I just want to do a simple flight from A to B in an aircraft I'm not very familiar with. Excellent. So yeah, it's more okay, it's more of a 777 competitor, I think. I get you. I guess the 78's in a league of its own then, but I thought Wikipedia said that it was built in response to the 78. Anyway, let's jump into the cockpit. The quality continues inside. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, the 2020 variant doesn't have a cabin. It has the rear galley, the front galley here, so you can see all the doors here, but unfortunately, I don't know why, it just doesn't have a cabin option. You have to download the 2024 version, which is included when you purchase the aircraft, to get the cabin. And I'm right in thinking people seem to be getting better performance in the iniBuilds A350 in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, but I'm going to wait until the update, the beta update, is live, and then I will try it in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, unless it's very easy to download the update. Anyway, let's now get the show on the road. I am following the official manual from iniBuilds. I'm all ready to go, the walkthrough guide. This is really useful, and I often use these PDFs and checklists when I'm flying aircraft that's unfamiliar with me. So we'll get the aircraft powered up. I'll just turn the music off, because when you turn on the external power, as I turn on all the batteries, it's incredibly loud and clunky. Wait for it. Sounds like a tram starting, but it's all those generators and things clunking up behind. But it's an Airbus, it does its thing. Lots of self-tests and safety tests going on, and the air conditioning system I can't turn down as well. It's incredibly loud on the ground, so I've just turned down Microsoft Flight Simulator sounds slightly. We'll turn them back up again when we start up the aircraft. But yeah, the modelling of this is really good. iniBuilds have sort of integrated their tablet into this left screen. I don't know what's on there in real life with regards to the real A350, probably something similar. But then you have the PFD and ND, these huge screens here, again familiar with the A380 by fly-by-wire last stream, which is quite nice, and you can see everything's aligning there. Jim's got an antibacterial wipe ready to go. Excellent. You can enable noise cancelling headphones. I did see that in the menu, Daffy, but it makes it too quiet, so I'll be using it there. Starting the i3 diesel tractor engine APU, brilliant. No toilet vent, no dentist. Maybe the Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 cabin has a very detailed toilet. Anyway, preliminary cockpit setup. So it says put the IRS to nav to complete the alignment. I've got the IRS alignment time to realistic, so it should take around 8 to 9 minutes. I've got it fully synced with Navigraph as well. So if you go here to, it talks about load sheet first actually in the setup, but sim brief import. There we are, so you can import your zero fuel weight and fuel for the flight plan straight from SimBrief, which is sort of expected now from most aircraft released today. We'll go to GSX, I'll just request boarding as well.
Boarding requested.
And we'll go with Japan Airlines, and it's fully integrated with GSX as well, so when it starts boarding it loads the fuel and passengers in real time. But I think if I press set zero fuel weight now and set fuel, loading fuel please wait, loading fuel complete, actually it might have done it straight away. I've noticed the figures slightly differ here, but it does total 320 for the maximum amount of passengers, and we can already see the fuel is uplifted 17 tons for our 2-hour sector. During, if you go outside, there's a place to connect ground air just in front of the landing gear doors. Oh really? Air conditioned, is that conditioned air for the, oh look, it's slow, oh nice one GSX. Attached token, no, we'll do that later. Is that for preconditioned air for the packs, or external air to start the engines if the APU is inoperative? There we are, our little Japanese friends loading up the passengers and cargo. This really is a flying iPad, it sure is. So flight ops as well, that's it, SimBrief import. There we are, so it puts in your
Boarding
your
started.
flight number, your departure point, which is Naha Okinawa, and then Tokyo Haneda's in, aircraft registration, which matches the real aircraft, and the A350-900. So that's all in, and we've loaded the fuel and passengers. Unfortunately, as people have complained, if you go to terminal charts, sync this in ROAH search, there's no charts integrated. I don't know if iniBuilds tested the 2020 version prior to release, but no one has it in 2020. So unfortunately, we can't get the tablets. You can. Oh, what's this? Packer. You can do it from the OIS in 2020. Yeah, it's okay. We'll use the APU for conditioned air, but I'm sure there's a lot of hidden features. I think on the external walkaround, you can open up a lot of panels as well, which is pretty neat. Oh, yes, they're speaking American English at the back there. So, unfortunately, no charts available to view. So what we'll do is we'll jump into the FMC, which is here, and start loading it in here. So, align IRS, will clear the scratchpad information. So, let's go to Perth. Was that Japanese I just heard? No, I don't want Perth, do I? I want flight plan. And then I want init. There we are. So there we are. Company flight plan request.
Good morning.
I don't know if that's meant to be GSX with a little bit of a Japanese accent there. GSX ground crew in Japanese as well. It's great. Sounds fantastic. There we are. Received company flight plan. So insert.
Welcome on board.
All the information is in. My call sign, my routing, my alternate. We're cruising at flight level 410 because it's quite a short sector. Cost index 24. We've got a great tailwind. So I think in the Airbus HD or is your sort of excess wind. Company wind request will get that in there as well. And route uplink I think is done. Perfect. That's all complete. You can drop the gear doors from a panel somewhere underneath too. That's pretty neat. If you'd said they did something to the release candidate build that messed nav data up. Okay. It was working fine in 2020 for the preview builds. That's like my rule. Never change anything before a live stream because things tend to not work. Right, the routing's all in then. And it's in the database. Cockpit preparation then.
Good morning.
Whilst we've got the routing in, so it's an Airbus, so just turn off, extinguish all the off lights. Fueling's done, so nav lights are on. We'll start the APU now. Start. Seatbelts on. No smoking on. No mobile phones, please. We ban those at Japan Airlines. So that's all good. APU's booting up. We'll put the APU bleed on later. HD is a headwind, so that's a bug then. Because
This way, please.
we definitely don't have a headwind on this sector. You can see here we're going to be routing
Harrow.
towards the main coast of Japan, northeast. And let me just show you the Simbrief OFP. Average wind, look at this, 255 at 125. That's why I changed the direction around. The flight time the other way around was an hour longer. So okay, HD should be. What's tailwind in Airbus? What's the ground control button? Thank you. That one needs to be on. Thank you. I was just testing you all. Right, routing's in. The overhead panel is set up. APU bleed should be available now, I think. Or is it still booting up? No, it's definitely on. Much louder back here as it would be. Look at the door for it as well. Huge. Okay, so we won't turn the APU bleed on. Fuel pumps are on. There we are. APU available. You can see. It's now taking the generator load, I think. APU bleed on. Let's get some nice conditioned air into the cabin. Right, next then, center instrument panel. It talks about making sure the air data is in auto and the FMS switch is in normal. Verify landing gear lever is down. The anti-skid nose wheel steering is on. Radio tuning panel. There's the conditioned air coming into the cockpits. We'll go over to Unicom because there's no ATC. Oh, my radio tuning panel's completely stopped working with this aircraft. Okay. So that's now active. Parking brake set, engine master switches are off, flap levers are up, which matches the indicated position. Now we can finish loading up the FMC data, so you can confirm the RS alignment. There we are. So aligning still. I think it said there's a minute left. Yeah, 1 minute left. So we'll continue with the setup. We need to put the departure and
Boarding pass, please.
SID and star in. So Naha runway 18 left departure. Very user friendly this. SID. It's going to be an
Hero.
Escom 3. I love the Hero. Hero. And it's going to be an Amami transition. Temporary flight plan insert.
This way, please.
There we are. Now we need to put the start TLs for tailwind. Okay, so I guess there's a bug with the SimBrief integration because it's put it in as a headwind even though it's a tailwind. So I'll change that over in a second. Haneda then, it'll be an Axel R arrival. We'll plan for runway 16 right, which is what they were using when I started the stream. Start an Axel right, or Axel Romeo, via Natty.
Good morning.
Insert temporary. Good, so that's all in. Stars, no discontinuities, nav accuracy's upgraded, so the alignment's complete. Let's clear the scratchpad messages.
Hero.
And let's go back to that init page. So you guys are telling me, how do I change this to... How do I change that to tailwind? That's my question. Put -125, thank you. So, -125. Entry out of range.
Good morning.
Ooh, can't I just insert
Good morning.
the wind from SimBrief somehow? Oh look, it's all in. 340-254 at 91, cruise. Oh, company wind request. Okay, doesn't let you put the cruise winds in, but it's got the climb winds in, descent. And the descent winds are in, but just not cruise. Okay, not sure how to update that. Never mind, so test sector went fine, no problems. But yeah, it's a very well modelled FMS, isn't it? Right, SIDS and stars are in. We can now complete the performance. So I did find out a neat little workaround here. Actually, sorry, before we do performance, we need to do fuel and payload. So if you press here and press enter, it puts your actual zero fuel weight in and your actual zero fuel weight CG and your actual block fuel, so you don't have to type it manually. Passengers, we've got 324.
Hero.
Hello. Makes me think of Team America.
May I see your boarding?
Okay, that's done. Let's just see how GSX is doing. How many passengers have we got here? 159 of 324, so halfway.
This way, please.
If the company wind is in, it ignores the average wind on Airbus. The average wind on init is only really for planning anyway. We'll all recalculate once airborne. James Sutton, thank you very much. That's what I wanted to hear. Alec Baldwin. Oh dear. Right, cruise fuel is loaded now. It's the performance we need to complete. So again, fully integrated with the tablet. Performance.
Good morning.
Perf. There we are. So head over here to the EFB. Takeoff performance. Let's sync our SimBrief flight plan information. Let's sync the weather, so it's all in. Anti-ice not required. 1+F, I think is the standard flap setting. Air conditioning on, flex temperature, compute. There we are, all done. Don't have to do anything. I guess you can select an intersection departure. Yeah, you can just change the takeoff run available, but we'll go full length. Send to FMS. I think that's worked. There we are, confirm speeds.
This way, please.
Boom, done. All in, flex temperature 67, packs on, anti-ice off, thrust reduction at 1,010 feet.
May I see your boarding pass, please?
I've done everything. This is so easy. It's so easy to set up. You don't have to do anything. Amazing. So verify it's set up correctly. So I'll press the magic B button to set the correct QNH 1020. There's no SID stop altitude on the flight plan, but I'll set 8,000 feet. Make sure they're all dashes. Flight director's on, which is up here, and make sure your V speeds are displayed. It's an Airbus, so you got blue, climb and nav in blue. You got the SID here and the initial command, which is 500 feet. Track 189, which is 1.5 miles. It's all looking good. Before engine start is the next checklist. How good am I? Am I just doing everything by the book? Yes, I am. There are hundreds of A350s on VATSIM yesterday. I can believe it, and I believe there's a number of VATSIM events going on today. Axel loving the airplane. Want this bad now? It's available. You can go get it. Thomas should just move over to the best plane. Then no. It's not a stick and rudder plane. Farron said, is it possible to have major failure during each phase of flight The pilot forgot to miss about the checklist during flight. I don't know. I doubt it. I think you have to program those in manually. Victor says if you click an item in the FMC and press control, you can use the keyboard to type in information in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, that is. Ah, very good. I'll have a look at that. Hello, our Hot Labs says, sorry I've missed so many streams, got respiratory problems and been struggling hard for a while. Really sorry to hear that, buddy. Take it steady. You're on oxygen, so I'll pretend this flight is in trouble. Good sense of humour, sir. But I hope you feel better soon, buddy. Thank you very much for popping in. Right, let's disconnect the ground power. So that's done. We're just waiting for GSX to start boarding. If I zoom all the way in here, it does sort of give us the map, but I think I've got to be in... oh no, it's this one, isn't it? It just sort of glitch around a bit, but you can get the airport map here, which is really cool. A350 sounds like someone got too angry in the board meeting, brilliant. But yeah, you've got this full interactive map here. Really cool. And FPS performance-wise, if you're curious... it's a little heavy on my system, if I'm honest. I did, out of curiosity, compare this to the PMDG 737, and I got 15 more FPS. So just to share my screen with you guys, I've got a 3080, and I think quite a decent processor. But there you go, I'm getting 2830. It seems to just improve as I clicked off, but it was sort of hanging around 25. In Tokyo, it really drops off. And bear in mind, this isn't a very large airport. Yes, it fits A350s. Hi, Alpaca Airways. Hi, Chow. But look, it's not large. It's got 2 runways and a very small terminal. When you're sort of flying into Heathrow, LA in 2020, I think the performance is dropping off a bit. And so I think you're going to need one of those 4th gen or 5th gen graphics cards from NVIDIA, really, to get the best performance. Overping, that's exactly what I got. Overping, I got 15 more FPS in the PMDG 737, which, you know, it's been well optimised, that aircraft. I mean, last stream you saw we flew the PMDG 737, well, a couple of streams ago, into New York, no performance issues at all, into John F. Kennedy when we diverted with the severe engine damage. So yes, little bit more processor intensive, let's say, but it worked, you know, smooth enough to stream and enjoy. I think.
This way, please.
Perfect. How many passengers? Guys, we're just waiting for the passengers. I'm literally ready to go. 25 minutes. I could have been pushing back 5 minutes ago. Thomas, brake to vacate is fantastic on it. Also, it yells if you need to brake. Manual max brake now. Yes, we have similar with our Saturn RAS. With our fleet, if you need to stop a little more. Anyway, there's all our passengers boarding. You can see there. Very cool. This is beautiful scenery from MK Studios. Ah, Josiah in ILS Yankee 34 right is now in use in Tokyo. Very good. Now, question. If I change the runway in the FMC, I've been reading on Discord in iniBuilds, there's a lot of those WASM crashes, and it's associated with filling and changing runways. Should I do that now? Don't. Daniel says don't change it. Yeah, I've heard that there's a lot of instability in that regard. Having store, you were able to change the runway, no problem. Okay. Let's see. Oh look! look! Alpaca Airways pushing back. That's a 777, a very nice Boeing jet. I'm in the Airbus. Ciao. Hopefully Alpaca Airways will get some of these on order ASAP. 50-50 chance. Oh yes, cutes. I did hear. Yeah, someone said to me before the stream, don't use the checklist. The checklist causes the sim to crash. So, and there's also someone said don't press the video button. There's a button called video somewhere. Thankfully I've not found it, but you've pushed that, the sim crashes as well. Oh great, Rakan, you changed the star. Right, I might have to stick with runway 16 right then. Will, yeah, we will definitely use brake to vacate. I did it on my test sector, worked really, really well. And Will, you lived here for a large, significant time of your life as well. My doorbell's just rang, brilliant. Oh, just give me 2 secs, guys. Really sorry, guys, about that. I really had to take that delivery. It was baby related. Oh, gosh, about breath. Right. So, did GSX finish boarding in that gap? Yes, I think it has done. So, Jack, come on. Come on, buddy. There we are. So, we're all ready to go. Hopefully, on my test sector, I didn't really play around with it too much because I didn't want to have any issues. But we'll explore as many features as possible with this excellent add-on as we can. Gary, how's the chest injury? Yeah, I'm getting my staples removed. My stitches removed on Monday. It's a little sore, but it's recovered nicely. Delivering my new 5090, I wish. I'll upgrade my PC soon, guys. It's doing just fine. Right, prepare for pushback and departure. So where's our little... There they are. I see the dispatcher. There he is. Perfect. Jet bridge is retracting. Perfect. Oh yes, I had a mole removed, guys. So it was actually quite a large hole they had to dig out because they had to dig around the mole quite a bit. Let's see here.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Excellent. Yeah, I had to have a mole removed. Nothing. Well, they're going to do a biopsy on it, but they have to take a lot of the skin around the mole as well, just in case it spreads. So yeah, I had to have 5 stitches, and the incision's probably about an inch long. Yeah, so it was a bit. Yeah, it was all under local anaesthetic. A few days after it was stiff, painful. Perfect. Austin Powers of you, ridiculous. Perfect. Oh, what's that? Destination EFOB. What's that mean, guys? Have I missed something? I didn't see that in my test sector. So performance is done. Perfect. Destination estimated fuel on board. Well, I've got 17 tons. Let me just check Navigraph, guys. Make sure I've got sufficient fuel. That would be embarrassing. Yeah, well, 28 kilos less. It's telling you need more fuel. So that's got to be something to do with that headwind. Because look, here's the SimBrief flight plan. 17,028. Something's not right. Just synced it all with SimBrief. And it worked perfectly on the test sector. Oh. Check the plan in the flight plan map. It's got to be something to do with that cruise wind. Because if it's 124 knot headwind compared to 124 knot tailwind, that will do it. Destination 7.1. That's fine, guys. Destination estimation fuel on board 7.1. Reserves are 5507. So is that a bug or a glitch? There's no issue there at all. 7.1. That's, what's this, burn an hour? 5.5 tons? Yeah, it's an hour and 20-minute endurance. That's fine. So what's caused that then? Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm happy I've got sufficient. Right. So we're ready for push and start. So we can put the APU air on, beacon on. Go to serve. Turn on the. It says default settings. Confirm, which I think just puts the TCAS on. Squawk 2000, that's fine for our flight, well, online, but not on there. And we're ready for the engines. All right, so now we just need to choose our pushback direction. So, oh, what's going on here? Continue pushback. So I think we are going to need something like pushback. Where's my aeroplane? Pushback onto this taxiway if we can. Ah, Charlie 2, taxi at Mike 1, that's what we want. Nose left on Charlie 2. I reckon it's that one. Facing west. Oh no, I want that one. Nose left on Charlie 2, facing west. Let's do that one.
Release parking brakes, please.
Release parking brakes. Perfect. There we go.
Commencing push.
Excellent. Does anyone know how to turn up the brightness of the tablet? I saw this here, but it doesn't seem to do anything. It's a little bit dim. Anyway, we're on our way. 33 minutes past. Again, thanks for your time whilst I got the delivery sorted and collected in. Cheerio. What's he doing? He's playing the invisible piano. Brilliant. The middle tab turns up, that one. The middle tab. That turns it off and on. What do you mean by the middle tab, sir? Wait to remember 10 seconds after ignition start, thank you. So I'll put that to ignition start. Pushback looks good. Oh my goodness me, I'm so sorry, Jow. I didn't realise that I'm just blocking someone. I'm so sorry. I'm hoping that someone joining me in the stream, they don't mind following me. I apologise. Stargate, someone shouting me in Japanese, I know why. Oh, the middle tablet centre console. Oh, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Apologies. Right. Oh, look at all these A350s. The A350. A350. Oh, no, that's a 777, wasn't it? Right, starting engine number 1. There's a master brightness for all the displays on the centre pedestal. Is it that? This one? That's for the PFD. Oh, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh yeah, I was waiting to put fuel in, but it's an Airbus. Don't need to do that, do you? Sounds very good, I think. The hydraulics coming alive. Sorry, Jow. Jow 1. Behind the radio. I'll find it, guys. Thank you. Ooh, yes. Nice sounds. Nice sounds. So I think as soon as it says available, you can start the second engine. Second engine. Completely automated. I've got a friend who flies the 320. Says you don't even need to monitor the engine start. You just it'll automatically. I need to stop this pushback. Okay, the bleeder coming in. Now what's that? I've noticed. It's like it sort of comes out the back. Parking brake set. I've got some nice wing views saved, although we don't have the cabin modelled. Very nice. Pax, you're joking, you can start them both at the same time, really? It says on the manual, once a start is successful on the first engine and it's completed by FADEC, an available indication is shown, then start the second engine. This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, guys. You can see what sim I'm using if you scroll down slightly. Perfect. So there's 2 available. So after engine start selector to normal, APU bleed and APU master switch to off, ground spoilers to arm. It's all the same as every Airbus. Doesn't matter what size it is. Reset rudder trim is done. Flaps set. How did you get the charts working? I haven't, Tony F. My charts don't work. Level change, I preempted your comment. There you go. What on earth has happened? I don't know what happened there. I think there was some noise from my thrust levers. Okay. Right, and we're ready for taxi. Just get to the cockpit and just... Absolutely there. Right, let's Unicom this then. Just make sure it's working. Oh, my radio's not on. Oh, no wonder I can't hear anyone. How do I turn on the radio? How do I turn on the radio, guys? There we are. There we are. And Naha traffic, Japan Air 920 taxiing to runway 18 left. Perfect. Is this all modelled as well, the volume? Does it actually control the volume? Cool if it does. Right, parking brake released. It's light airplane for its size, and it should be just rolling forward on its own now. No thrust. There we go. Perfect. I pull up the volume too. Thanks, guys. Perfect. So we don't even need the taxi charts. Just take the first right, looking at the screen here. Performance is okay. Very short taxi. Tom, I'm on Unicom. I have to say one thing as well. The brake force is just nice. In the PMDG 737 you brake and it's very aggressive. In this it's sort of, you brake and it's nice and smooth and you can sort of judge the deceleration a little better. Why doesn't it have runway turn-off lights? Great question. This plane is too modern for the captain, I know. Too modern. Now, one thing I can do, I don't have the charts because it doesn't work. I can bring up the, I think it's terminal charts. No, how do you get the en route charts? Oh, I did have it on the en route. There we are. So I can have like a map at least of where I am and where I'm going. Boeing are going to file for divorce if you keep up with these compliments. It does seem like an awesome machine. Very impressed. As I said though, on Monday I flew to the Canaries with an A350 pilot. He praised the machine very well. He said as a place to work it's much better, but he's far happier flying the 737. There we are. I blocked my colleague. Sorry, Jow. Just give me 10 seconds. If you want to take the intersection departure, feel free. I'll just need 30 seconds at the whole point. Basically an A350 pilot, I know. It's easy. It's easy. I've not even briefed the SID to you guys. Don't need to. Perfect. Right, let's just bring it to a stop at the whole point. Perfect. Right, parking brake is set. Right, I'll do a little bit of a briefing then. So taxied out. I need to push the auto brake on. I need to press the takeoff config button, which I think means releasing the brake briefly. Press the takeoff config button. Parking brake set. Don't do that whilst moving. I did test it. We know about the bug with the estimated fuel on arrival. Why is it failing its takeoff config check? It's not good. It's still blue, guys. What does that mean? Is it because of the destination fuel? I don't know. Okay. Something's not right. Someone said select constraints and traffic. Very good. Very good. Traffic is on. Perfect. And now at the whole point, landing lights on. Strobes. And we'll put that to takeoff. Excellent. Hold it for a second. Thanks, guys. Do I have to have the brake off for that? Takeoff, config, normal, no blue. I am ready to go. So just as a reminder, our SID, it's airbusing, and we're going to be S-scoping 3 Bravoing, which is basically straight ahead, and then we're going to make a left turn to S-scop. Our nav SID will climb up initially to 8,000 feet. Reviewed, cleared takeoff. Let's go. Just make sure no one's on short final. They should be on the other runway anyway. Great scenery. Now, one thing as well, FPS outside is worse than inside. Outside, it's really... Inside is okay. Outside, it's a bit stuttery for me. Japan Airline 920, taking off runway 18 left, departure to the east. Alright, reset my cameras. I'll get stick cam up. I can get rid of the taxi charts. Make sure I'm on arc. There we are. I love this VSD as well. I'm all good. I've not forgotten anything. No one's screaming in chat. Very impressed, no doubt, all of you with my airbusing. Alright. I think the clock's automatic, but I will start the chronometer. Alright, have I forgotten anything? No, I haven't. Oh, I can't taxi this thing. Right, stick cam is on with my Xbox controller. What's the initial thrust setting? I couldn't find it in the instructions. Right, let's go to about... Look at my little thrust lever. I forgot any thrust levers plugged in. Right. 26% will do. Oh, it'll do. Right, stabilised. Fluxmukt. Click, click. Manual thrust. There we are. Ooh, beefy. Sorry, SRS green, climb blue, nav blue, man flag 67. 80 knots, I'll release a bit of forward pressure. I didn't check the flight controls on this actually. Perfect, that's my little thrust lever, look.
V1.
Hands off. It's rotating on its own! Fair enough. Alright, I'll do it then. Why did it go up on its own? It trims automatically. It did a bit of that on my test sector. Positive climb. I'm very sure it shouldn't rotate on its own. Oh, the gear retraction is so loud. Oh! Sounds like, I don't know, like a cement mixer with bricks being retracted into the nose wheel. Brilliant. Right. It's very good though, isn't it? Right. Thrust to climb. What's that noise? Alright, I'm above S, so slats up. I can just let go of the stick, can't I? There we are. Very nice. Look, it's an Airbus. I don't need to touch anything. If I go back, it should be exactly where I left it, shouldn't it? The Airbus is just... I don't even have the autopilot in. Look, it just holds it perfectly. Very well modelled. Autopilot's in. It's just... done. There we are. Now what's that? It's very loud. I think I'll just turn the sim down. I think that's the air conditioning from the aircraft. Control wheel steering, yeah. Holds attitude and roll. So straight ahead to Cayenne, and then left turn to Alpha Hotel 801. Transition altitude's 14,000 feet. There we go. Bye bye, Okinawa. Awesome view there. Oh, it's so easy. Alright, well, we'll imagine we've got a continuous climb. We've still got this destination fuel error, but we've determined that is an issue with the sim. 410, and I can pull this out, can't I? No, push it in. Don't want open climb, I want climb. Right, set standard. Passing 50 for flight level 410. Let's now complete the after takeoff checklist, which is nothing. I think I can retract the speed brake. There we are. Is that it? Yes, after takeoff checklist complete. Flying very accurately. This is hard to model all this. It's very, very good, this add-on. Tray table, yeah. I prefer the A350 one, which smiles at you with two little circles. Yeah, your pen's gonna roll off there. Well, I suppose, you know, you don't need a pen in this aeroplane, do you? There we are, I should have the Archon, really. Fantastic. Very nice. Oh, I want to go full climb. This is... reduced climb, though, is not ideal. So that's going to be... it's going to be under performance, perhaps. This is me just playing. I've not actually looked into this. Perf. Climb. Auto derate. No, climb. Oh, yeah! I'm airbusing! Look at that! Full climb! Now look at our rate of climb go up 3,000 feet per minute. 3,500 feet per minute. Yeah, we're quite light, we don't have a huge amount of fuel. Full load of passengers and cargo, but no fuel. There she goes. Airbusing up to 11. More like 5,000, Stephen! Oh, and I've cleared the fuel on arrival bug as well. We now have enough
50,
fuel.
40, 30.
Brilliant.
20,
Thanks, Internet.
10.
I beg your pardon. Internet profanity fest. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you. He says you're not flying an Airbus, you're flying an Airbus. I am the boss of this Airbus. Brilliant. Thank you very much for your kind donation. Interesting choice of YouTube handle, I must add. Thank you. Right, let's now do the pre-cruise checks. So fuel, we now have sufficient. Magically, lights off, APU's off. Performance is improving as well. System page. Where do I check the pressurization? It's all on here, isn't it? Diff pressure 4.7 psi. Cabin altitude 600 feet. Set. Temperature's nice. No alarm bells going off. Checklist complete. Autopilot below 10,000 is criminal in an Airbus. SB 2008 it has it. It's basically a permanent autopilot with that control wheel steering. Welcome Sailor 92 from Belgrade, Serbia. Good day to you. Your subscription to Climb has expired. D-rate climb only available. Please contact Toulouse to renew your performance subscription. Now we're flying. Look at this, and look at this tailwind increasing. You'll see in the cruise we're going to have some quite good ground speeds. Overping, how did you land in your test sector? Well, it was a bit of a slideshow, I'm afraid. Tokyo and the performance of this aircraft is a little bit down on sort of the Phoenix Airbus A350 and PMDG. I got it down, but yeah, just a little flare. You'll see. Thank you, Mr. Internet Fest. You've been quite the source of enjoyment and fun. Great. Slovakia and Slovenia here. Good evening, Aljaz. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Thomas. How have everyone else? The A350 behaving very well. Very nice add-on. There we are. Inbound to Adan now. Fortunately, I can't show you the charts because it isn't compatible with Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, but there we are. We're now routing from ESCOM to Adan, although that's not to scale, so we'll be off the chart very soon. And there's Okinawa. Beautiful. That wing, what a design. Captain Sasha, can you get Netflix on the screen? Possibly. Don't know if you can. SB 2008, yeah, I wonder why you didn't do the leg the other way. Yes, flight time 1 hour 55 or 2 hours 50. 2 hours is sort of my, when I do a single sector stream, sort of, I don't like to go much more than 2 hours. Perfect. However, I do have an idea for a fun stream, and I did toy with the idea the other day, is doing an ultra long haul, but overnight, so I sleep, but split it into 2 streams, because an ultra long haul flight was 12-13 hours. YouTube can only stream up to 12 hours. Well, it can stream indefinitely beyond 12 hours, but for the VOD it will only save up to 12. So I can sort of do 6, or maybe 4 hours, go to sleep, have 6 hours sleep, come back and land as a second stream. Yeah, that's a comment actually. The anti-collision light, way too bright. I don't think you'd see it during the day. I could be corrected, but for the daytime it seems to be very bright. Adrian Berg said, man, this flight is off the charts, get it? Yes. Time compression? No, I don't. Auto thrust, I don't like using time compression in streams. It ruins the immersion. To all real time, live weather, I always use. The only thing I change is the time, which is obviously the case now. So we can enjoy this beautiful scenery here in Japan. And we don't often fly this part of the world as well when we stream. Thanks, Internet. You're making me say it a lot today. Wait, I've got a better way of this. Welcome as a member, Internet Fest. Thank you very much for your support. Glad you enjoyed the content. You get invited to our members-only Discord. Please watch the Profanity Discord. We do have some younger members there. Appreciates your support regardless. Thank you. Where's that, Glenn? I think the cabin sounds really nice, even though we don't have a cabin in 2020. But yeah, the performance is great now. En route, I'm hitting 40 FPS, which is good. Southwest of Tokyo thing. Oh, very interesting. Spitfire, thought about doing that ultra long haul flight with a sleep in the middle thing, but since I only have the 742 for long haul, no VNAV and manual fuel management, it wouldn't work. Yeah, I'd love to do the Fearless 742, but yeah, you couldn't leave that overnight. Too much to do. There is some cabin modelled in 2022, windows over the wing, for example. No, I think actually another thing that's modelled, which I'll show you, is the excellent carpet. Look at the carpet, guys. It's very nice. Why didn't they do this for 2020? Was 2020 a bit of an afterthought, though? Because I think it was originally only for 2024, and I think when 2024 was released, it wasn't quite to what everyone expected. I think if they made it 2024 only, they might not have had as many people interested as they were in 2020. For me, as an example. However, I do hear that Microsoft Flights in 2024, the SU1 update will fix a lot of the issues that certainly I've experienced, and I'm looking forward to trying that and trying an aircraft like this in 2024. Yeah, great, because when I fly in 2024, everything loads in as if it's Microsoft Flight Sim 98. Study level carpet. Internet Mr. Fest said, don't worry, I was young when I made this name. Before that, I used Interfest as my name. Very good. Yes, I had a few interesting usernames in my spirited youth, which I somewhat regret, including my water bill account, my username. So we had an issue with our water bill about 3 months ago. He said, "What's your? Can you confirm your username?" I said, "Can't remember. Is it? I'm not going to repeat it." It had lots of numbers in it as well, with X and large X. But yeah, that was quite embarrassing. He changed it for me. Chicken packet, no, wasn't that? Overpaying previous sims never captured the size of aircraft through the cabin. This one actually feels like you're a small spec. Yeah, I think the sort of modelling and picture of the aircraft is brilliant. It looks fantastic outside as well. We've got there Harry Hibbert. Thank you very much for joining as a member, buddy. Glad. Just see some of the comments below. Glad you joined your content as a member, and I think you just rejoined perhaps. I hope you're doing well, buddy. And you in your flight training, Harry, by looking at that picture. I can't remember if you mentioned, but thank you very much for your support. Anyway, airborne now for 13 minutes, just passing flight level 280. We're maintaining climb at 290 knots. I think in the cruise about 0.85 at this cost index. Look at that tailwind, guys. 250 at 95 knots. Do you now see why I'm not flying into Okinawa from Tokyo? It's now the other direction. But honestly, as far as you guys are concerned with a desktop simulator, if you can fly a 320, you can fly a 350 and a 380. Really, for me as a casual observer and flying the Boeing, it's so similar. But that's great. That's what Airbus have designed these aircraft to be like. The commonality is incredible. Michael, yes, I think that might have been my Call of Duty username when Call of Duty was actually decent. Modern Warfare 2. Brilliant, don't have seen it. Oh dear. But yeah, very impressed. My first thoughts of the aircraft, it's very nice. I think, like with the iniBuilds A350 when that was released in X-Plane, I had a lot of little glitches and issues with modifying things in the FMC, casually observing the Discord server and iniBuilds. I think a lot of people have had similar issues. One thing I had on my test sector, which you'll note probably as well, because we're doing the exact same route, I started my descent right at the top of descent point. However, as soon as it passed the top of descent point, I started it just before, it said I was 8,000 feet high. I had to use speed brake, and it then got back on profile to meet the restriction at 10,000 feet. So I don't know if that was a bit unusual. Maybe it's something I missed, but hopefully with some of you observing who are a little bit more clued up with the Airbus systems and logic, you might be able to explain to me that's correct or something I've missed. Airbus prepping everyone for single pilot ops. I don't think that will happen, Lulu. I think it's a lot of... I think the main reason is because, really, every year, somewhere around the world, we do have pilot fatality, incapacitation, be it fatal or certainly, you know, times where pilots aren't able to competently operate and they have to be removed from the flight deck. What's going to happen in single pilot operations then? You know, the automation is good, but it can't be programmed to deal with every foreseeable situation. Yeah. Some random guy says, got to go now, enjoyed it. Chat also made it worth it. Awesome, thanks some random guy. Thanks chat. Thanks for entertaining watchers. You all guys are funny, it does make me laugh. Camp says, did you see Mia's comments about the 350? Little comments, I'm not really into this sort of internet drama, but that's the chap who runs Phoenix. I didn't get quite what's going on, or something was said from iniBuilds. What's the beef? I don't know. If I was to compare the two, I think the Phoenix has a lot more going on in the background. I think the iniBuilds, this is really good. I love it. It's obviously had a lot of hard work going into it. I think probably the Phoenix is a bit more polished, certainly from bugs and things. This has a lot of bugs on launch, but a lot of aircraft do, and you know, I know it's been tested quite a bit. I love this, but I think the Phoenix is it's been out a lot longer, don't forget as well. But I don't actually know what was said or in full, but I just heard there was beef. Yeah, Rosie said it very well. They're two really good aeroplanes. Don't forget, both are modelling quite complex machines remarkably well, so I wouldn't worry about anything that's said online. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. One thing I really liked on the 350, correct me if I'm wrong, these colours. Is this when you're over water and this is over land? You get these little brown dots, so I think there might be a couple of little islands ahead. There, look. I noticed it on the approach to Tokyo. Daniel, can see single pilot ops where there is a Garmin Autoland type feature. I've seen this, it's amazing, really impressive technology. But again, if that system is exposed to a failure, or maybe something goes wrong with an aircraft, like an engine failure, or something that actually requires a human brain to process and deal with, what happens then? Fine on a business jet with 2 passengers on, or 10 passengers. What about a commercial jet airliner holding 500 people? Tom, thank you. Lacodrome is one of the great attractions this channel. I don't do any of that. I have no beef with anyone. I'm here about installing some aircraft on flights. I'm having a lot of fun, and these add-ons are incredible. I flew with, again, I'm doing a lot of training for captains at the moment who have joined our operator, and one of the captains that recently joined, he heard about me, and he said, "Are you the guy that runs that flight deck sim YouTube channel?" I said, "Yes, that's me." He said, "I tried." He got both X-Plane Zero Mod and the PMTG, and he could not believe, this is a captain with tens of thousands of hours of experience, he could not believe what was available as a desktop simulator. He was like, it was amazing. I practiced this approach, I practiced the engine failure profile and the procedure, cockpit familiarization. I said, I know, they're amazing, aren't they? Could not believe it. How good they are. So yeah. A couple of things have just happened on the channel. Magnus Nilsson, thank you very much for your 13 months as a member. Hope you're doing very well. I think you were gifted a membership last stream, or perhaps you rejoined, I'm not sure, but regardless, thank you for your support this period of time. Really appreciate it. Flying Water Sasha, thank you very much for your gifted membership as well. Very kind. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for your continued support, and another gifted member you've gifted. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome VV, who has gifted as a member. Perfect. Corner page, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but the aircraft, or my streaming technique. Excellent. Fred, hello. This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, guys. Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Pack says that's the biggest point. Failures happen. No aircraft will fix it automatically and process its own failure within its system, aka faulty sensors. Yeah. I think. I mean, these Garmin systems are really cool, and I've seen a video where it's been activated to land the aircraft. That's amazing, and I think that's great for saving lives in these really unlikely situations. But to get that to work on a commercial jet airliner accurately, I think that's going to be a lot of programming, and it's not going to deal with sort of a Sully dual engine failure situation very well. Connor, cool, being that Captain you met found some use in the sim software. Absolutely, yeah, and he'd sort of casually used flight sims 20 years ago, he said, but not to the, obviously back then they were very basic, but to the level of realism you have now, they're incredible. But for a type rating, you know, you could just sit in this and play with all the buttons and switches, see where they are. Great for cockpit familiarization. Yeah, amazing. James appears. Someone on V1's channel said kids will struggle to appreciate how far flight sim has gone. I know. I remember flight sim was a huge part of my life, sort of from the age of 10 when I got my sort of uncle. Well, it wasn't my PC. I was using my uncle's PC. Back then, you know, I remember going to Game in the UK and purchasing, I think it was from Just Flight, the photoreal scenery for the UK. And it was quite expensive. It was £25, and I was like, wow. It was like Ortho level 10. But you could fly. Everything was completely flat, no 3D elements. But yeah, I remember seeing that was amazing. It looks awful, that obviously. I'll show you the product, guys. Let's see if I can find it. Microsoft Flight Sim 2004, photoreal UK. Let's see if you can still buy it. Oh, I think I've just found it. Oh no, someone else posted it. Slush Puppy, thank you very much. 8 months, afternoon, Captain. Good to see you. Your tray table is deployed as per Airbus SOP. It was the first thing we did after takeoff checklist. Stowed a speed brake. There's something you do have to do. And extend the tray table. Checklist complete. Thanks for the support, buddy. I can't find this. Just flight. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, we were lucky then. Oh, there was a VC10. I remember I bought the VC10. That was amazing. I can't find the product, but it was called like VFR something or other. VFR photoreal. I found it. I found it. It's in stock in Amazon for £10. Let me just share the screen. £10, guys. You can buy this. Anyway, look at this. I purchased that from Game. Central England and Mid Wales. Beautiful. Approaching flight level 410. Climbing at less than 1,000 feet per minute, so we don't need VS. Look at our tailwind. 566 knots ground speed. When we turn eastbound, that's really going to pick up. Have I broken the charts? No, it's not working. Oh, there we are. And we're in the cruise. IFR high day, that's what I wanted. Beautiful, we've made it. So the engines will slowly spool back. This is cruise setting. Fuel flow is incredibly low for the size of the engine. Beautiful. CK Sim Gaming, yep, used to love buying those in boxes. Some of the early flight sims would even have the paper charts as well. Yeah, I remember all the aircraft used to have like a thick 200-page manual in, you know, same size as the CD box. You used to read for it like it was a great novel. So we get a lot of old school simmers here as well in chat. It's great to see. Yeah, Thomas 13, huge jump, isn't it? Huge jump. Flight Data Sim used a ton of UK 2000 sceneries back in his FSX tutorial days. I think I used a freeware one on one of my earlier tutorials, a diversion tutorial in the Canaries. It was a free FSX photo pack. It was quite nice actually. Neil, the A330 has the same type rating as the 350 with just an extra familiarisation course that's going from the NG to the Max apparently. Really? Wow. Yeah, that's so similar, isn't it? Whoa, look, nearly hit 600 knots ground speed here as we go from Amami, concluding the SID, inbound to Pomas. There we are, off the chart already. Oh, we're just flying right over an airport, look, on this little island. So Okinawa's this island, and I guess all these have little unique names. I don't know, excuse my lack of geographical knowledge of this area. Is this called the Sea of Japan, or is that in between China and Japan? Not so sure. This is just part of the Pacific, I guess. Great route. Look at that. 5 tons an hour we're burning fuel flow. It's incredibly efficient. Slush Puppies, thank you very much. You just gifted a member to someone watching. That was to CK Sim Gaming. Welcome on board, buddy. Thank you very much, Slush Puppies, a member of the channel as well, for your support. Really appreciate it. Thank you. RFA says, no, I just realised I used to watch your live streams when I was younger. Well, I started streaming about 6 years ago, buddy. Maybe that long ago. Do you remember a name called The Real Leo? I can't. I'm very fortunate to have had quite a lot of people watch the streams over the past few years, so I can't remember that name, I'm afraid. But welcome back, buddy. So, there's the first time I've seen TCAS working. So we've got Alpaca 627, that's amazing. They're 1,000 feet below. 518? Is that their speed? M? What's the M referencing? Not meters, is it? Why is... this is just Microsoft Flight Sim, isn't it? Always had that little MMO jump. I don't think all these charts are working. So the IFR high day doesn't work. IFR high night doesn't work. IFR low day doesn't work. None of them are working now. I've broken it. So the en route map was working. I've broken it, and terminal charts don't work. That's a shame. I think that's ground speed. They're going slow. We'll catch them up if we're doing... well, that's going to climb up to 600 knots now, because that's going to be right on the tail as we overfly Pomas. And we're going to hit 600 knots, guys. Oh, that's going to strengthen, it should do, looking on the upper wind charts. Stagnant at 597 6 knots. That'll do. So I think the Navigraph en route charts don't work. Just the standard one, which comes from OSM, I think. Okay. Well, it was working. Is that under yeah. Okay. Well, it's better than nothing. It's definitely working at this. Hold on. We've got IFR low night. So it's just IFR low night. Oh, it was working. It's now broken again. I should have left it. Yeah, eastbound on the Pacific, you'll reach 620 knots easily. Yeah, so this is the trade winds, I guess, in this part of the world, which I was completely oblivious to when I was planning this stream. I was just going to fly from in the opposite direction from Tokyo to Naha, because it had a cool approach. But when I saw the flight time, I was like, hold on, it's only about 900 nautical miles. Why is that taking about 3 hours? And I was like, it must be the wind. I was like, wow, it's really quite strong. Oh, is that why it's not working? IFR low day. What was it? IFR low night. Was that the one that was working? Oh, I can't remember which one was working. Well, standard's definitely working. That'll do. It's very dim. Eddie, head captain in the Alpaca 727 ahead, and I think the captain's just switched on the afterburners. Well, we'll be catching up with you, buddy. This. We've got, almost 600 knots. 20 miles, let's have a look. There they are, I can see their contrail. Oh, is the M the wake turbulence category? Oh, no way, that's really cool. Harry, I just want to say a quick thank you. Was offered a job flying for a major UK airline last week. This channel has been an inspiration for years, so thank you so much for what you do. Harry, congratulations. I knew I recognised them. Harry, did you message me on Instagram? I think you might have been in the pending request messages or something along those lines. I don't know, but thank you very much for your support as a member, and congratulations, buddy. I'm sure a lot of people in chat will share my congratulations as well. Well done, buddy. Kanalki, thank you very much. 12 euros, very generous again, sir. Thank you.
If the both of us happened to be passengers on an Airbus flight, and suddenly the flight crew would become incapacitated due to bad fish, I'd be totally fine with you taking over the cockpit to save us.
Well, that's a very nice comment, Kanalki. Thank you so much. The fish, if it was to incapacitate the crew, and you saw me jump in, you'd be satisfied I'd get you to your destination safely. Brilliant, Kanalki. What a fantastic comment. Thank you very much for your generosity. Once again, appreciated. I'd like to quietly think, I'm going to be quietly confident to say, I think I could get it on. I could get you on the ground, guys. I think I could get you on the ground now. I'd be pushing the dual autopilot and doing an auto land, but I'd get you there. Thank you very much. If it's chicken or fish, we know Captain would have had the chicken. Well, I do like fish. I do like fish. Oh, went to Mamas and Papas today. Bought some gear. And actually, I need to go into the parenting Discord chat. Show you all my purchases. What is it? I can't even remember what it was called. I'm just finding it here. This is my lovely fiance said this is what we need to get. I bought a formula. What's this thing called? It's basically you put hot water in, and it cools it down to the right temperature for baby. I can't find it. Anyway, yes, but no, it might be perfect prep. I think, yeah, something like that. Actually, I know who I need to talk to. Does V1 have kids? I think I jumped into one of his streams talking about kids. Get some flying dad advice. He's got many. He's got 3 kids. Amazing. He's had 3 with 1 on the way. Amazing. Amazing. Good man. Yeah. Well, we are not stopping at 1. We'll see. We'll see how we go. Now, funny comments you had there, Harry. 3 daughters. Okay. A very good friend of mine who is a skipper. He was a colleague. He changed airline, but works for we fly at the same base, and he has 2 girls. Another one of my colleagues, good friend of mine, he has 3 girls, and very few pilots have boys. And my best mate nearly said, he said it's to do with the radiation frying our gentleman berries, and it just seems to be some sort of weird thing with pilots all having girls. I don't know. so yeah, it's weird. A lot of my friends, one of my best friends lives in a nearby town as well. He's just having a second a second child. It's a girl, 2 girls. So yeah, there we are. Well, you know, this channel is very PC. That's the closest I could get. Lots more female pilots in the future then, yeah. It's a gender conspiracy, it is. But apparently the radiation is frying my berries. Fred, you're quite right. Not enough exercise sitting down all day. And on that note, I'm standing up. I'm standing up right now. I do need to get more active, but I'm going to get on my bicycle a little bit more in the spring when it's warming up. Chat's gone wild. Inhaling chemtrails, possibly. Right, we'll do a fuel check when we get our next waypoint, Le Bag. See how fuel and time check's going on. We've got this cracking tailwind. Oh yes, I've just realised. Ground speed is now past 600 knots. We are steaming along nicely. Brilliant having Storm. Great comment. no mobile flight sims here. Don't bicycle saddles. Well, brilliant. Maybe I shouldn't go cycling. Oh dear. Anyway. Harry, do you mind us asking if you're expecting a boy or girl, or if you guys are keeping it a surprise? We are having a girl. But you could have guessed that one. The name, if you don't mind, I'll probably end up splurting it out one stream, but we are trying to withhold publicly. Thank you. Perfect, Lee Russell, thank you very much for your continued support as a member. Your 3 gold stars over 3 years. Thank you very much for that entire period of time being a member and supporting myself. Appreciate it, buddy. No, we had this last time. It's not Julia and it's not Jimania, Rosie. Someone asked me what FPS I'm getting. Good question. Let's have a look here on the Fly Live overlay. So here in the cruise, about 40. Seems to be jumping around a little bit. So if I just share my screen, there we are. So this is the Fly Live overlay. So 43 FPS in the cruise, 40. However, if I jump outside, excuse me, a little bit louder. That drops to about, it drops 10 FPS outside, to 35. Not great. Unfortunately in Tokyo I will take a hammering. Perfect, Mike Olfson, thank you very much for your time as a member. 19 months, hope you're doing very well, buddy. Thank you for popping in today. Welcome as well, Adam Cushion, thanks for your subscription. I have to have my kids before the radiation kicks in, yeah I know. Jackie, no not Jackie. New PC, yeah, so this PC's 3 years old. I'm thinking end of 2026, because then it will be 5 years. Because it's okay, you know, it runs it fine, and no, I like this PC. And I'm not affiliated with Chill Blast. It's my second Chill Blast PC, and I've had 2 really good PCs from them, so I'll probably go and order one from there again. Liam, outrageous comment. 64 members as a member though. Thank you very much for your support. Nice to see you back in a proper aeroplane. No, it's an excellent machine. Very impressed with it all. Thank you very much for your support, buddy, and your time moderating the channel as well. Not great, not terrible. Anatoly Dilatov from Chernobyl. Is everyone getting Chernobyl videos on YouTube all the time? The YouTube shorts. I've watched them about 25,000 times. Great series if you haven't seen it, by the way. Stephen, get them to sponsor a stream. Yeah, I could do. New PC, please. Sponsor. Flyjet, did you struggle on today's takeoff? No, but the iniBuilds A350 rotated on its own. Just on its own, which I shouldn't have done. That's a bug of some sorts. And it's a shame, really, because that's something that you'd hope that they would have plugged, rotating on its own. But I like the taxiing. That's quite nice with the nose wheel steering and the rudder. Which obviously isn't model in real life. You use a tiller, but it does feel good, as does the brakes. Clearly going to be a Sonia. Nope. Never calling our children Sonia. Will, what film's that? I recognise that quote. What is that? Oh, I forgot to do my fuel check. Never mind. We'll do one at Shibuk. Harry, a strange question, but the FCOM from operator on the 7.3 is around 1,300 pages. How much of that do you need to know, and how much is great general reading? So, Harry, do you think you're a colleague of mine or not?
50, 40,
you can say
30,
yes or no.
20, 10,
But yes, start studying. VV, thank you very much for your donation, sir. Appreciate it.
Do you think getting your HTPL at 35 is too late?
No. VV, actually, no, we were talking about the captain. I don't know if you spotted that or heard that about 20 minutes ago. It recently joined my operator. This isn't the A350 captain, this is another one. He started flying, or started his HPL at that age, 35 years old, and he's now 55, and captain on the 73, and his previous operator now here. So I think in this day and age, no, it's not old enough. I don't think there is a cut-off really. If you get your license and train, and work hard, I think a career change is certainly doable. A lot of people do that as well. But thank you very much for your donation, sir, and your membership as well. Hi, Andrew. It's a long flight, so I'm about to finish work. Maybe I'll be back to watch the landing. What are we now? I'm approaching halfway. It's a 2-hour flight, just under 2 hours. Been airborne now for 41 minutes. Anyway, I keep getting distracted. We'll just do our fuel check at Pushback. So I think I can still get the flight plan on here. So flight ops menu. You can definitely, because I've had it on here. OFP, there we are. Yes, this is working. I love how they've actually got this. I really like that iniBuilds have done this. So you can actually go to the bit you want to see. There we are. So 39 minutes. We passed about a minute ago. Airborne now for 41 to 40. Yep, that was good. Fuel check. We took standard block fuel. So at Pushback we should have 10.8 tons. We've got 11.2, so that makes sense. 400 kilos saved. And fuel burnt 6.3. Fuel used is 28 aside, 29458. Yeah, looking good. Excellent. About 400 kilos of fuel saved. Oh, internet, Mr. Fest. Yes, conversation was going all over. Will, did you mention what series it was? No, I don't think. Oh, it is from Chernobyl. Ah, that's probably why I heard it. Perfect. Truthfully, no, I don't think so. Without giving too much away, my operator's UK only. Very good, Harry. So, at your operator, they should direct you prior to your type rating what to sort of cover and review. If you can build your technical knowledge on the aircraft as early as possible, that will really help with the type rating. But learning the SOPs and procedures is just as important. So yeah, standard operating procedures and FCOM is your primary study resource. What aircraft did he fly before having store? So he flew the it was some turboprop. He's Greek turboprop. Then the CRJ, then the 7.3, and then he's moved here as it was a 7.3 operator before, and he's moved to us. How many ronkins of radiation did your gentleman berries get exposed to? 3.7. Not great, not terrible. It's not 3.7. It's 15,000. Or 50,000. I can't remember what he said. I've been watching too many shorts. Oh dear. Yeah, he flew the CRJ. Your Sim CFI. Very good. So I don't want to go delving too deep into this because, as I said, I don't want to cause one of these WASM crashes, but the modelling of this is really, really nice. I think you've got dual FMC, obviously your phase of flight. I found out how you can manipulate the ND on this. You press the nav button, so when we set the brake to vacate, we'll use that later. This is the thing, they've had a runway change, and some people saying in chat, change the runway, it doesn't have any issues in the iniBuilds A350. Some people in chat were saying don't do it, it causes a WASM crash. I've experienced a WASM crash in an iniBuilds aircraft from changing the runway in the FMC, so don't know. John Nowalska says currently 788 A350s on VATSIM. Very good. I'm one of them. Very good. WASM crash, or I don't know what it stands for. WASM. Yeah, your sim said it broke my stream yesterday. Don't change it. Right. I think, guys, someone did say they're landing 3-4 in Haneda. I think we'll stick with the plan with 1-6. Fingers crossed there's no ATC. Let's have a little look on the wind. It could be for noise, you see. It could be that it favours 3-4 for noise. Yeah, at night. Over the bay, as opposed to going over the city. It's basically a script crash. Okay, wax permitted. You can see the wind is favouring 1-6, but it must be for noise that they're on 3-4 in real life, which makes sense. Preferential runways you commonly land on with tailwinds, and it's usually for noise. Because obviously, if they can avoid a jet flying over a city, that's great. Okay, oh, there is ATC there. Okay. You know what will happen is, it'll be runway 134, you'll convince me to change it in the FMC and then it will crash. It shouldn't crash, it should be able to deal with it no problem at all. Getting a little bit cloudier now anyway, but what a tailwind do we have. And we're just about halfway in this sector. I might just have a quick break, guys. Take Jack out. I'll bring him upstairs. You can all see him anyway. What is it now? 30 minutes past? Yes. There's no ATC in this sector. I will take a quick break and make myself a brew. And I'll come up with a fresh cup of tea. And we'll go from there. Ah, yeah, I looked for this video the other day because everyone in chat said about the powered Mohawk. So I watched all these videos. Hilarious. But I don't know what the one that everyone was referencing regarding this really hilarious video about this F1 pundit, but I'll have a look into it if you guys know. But yeah, guys, give me 5-6 minutes. Just going to make myself a cup of tea, and then I will come back and we'll resume the stream. If you are enjoying the show, don't forget to like and subscribe as we fly on an inaugural sector in the iniBuilds A350. I'll see you in about 5 minutes, guys. Cheers.
Good job. Keep it up, smile.
Thanks for that intermission, guys. Just made myself a cup of tea. Well, no, I've not made myself a cup of tea. Slight issue. Out of tea bags. Got some decaf teas, which Joe's been drinking because of the pregnancy. So I've gone for hot chocolate. But look who's come up with me with the hot chocolate. Hello. He was asleep on his bed downstairs. He didn't really fancy coming up because he was all comfortable, but now he is on the bed upstairs, under my desk. Sleepy boy. Yeah, have a look on the Instagram. We went for quite a long walk this morning, about a couple of miles in the field, and he was loving it. He's all grey beard now, 10 years old. He is tired yet. I woke him up from his slumber, didn't I? Jack, Jack, what's this? I woke you up from your slumber. Yes, I did. Good boy. Yeah, you always have to kiss his ears. Oh, is that nice? If you stop stroking him, look, sometimes he knocks your hand. Carry on. He'll just knock your hand and go. No, he's quite satisfied. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to enjoy my hot chocolates with my shameless merch plug. There we go. Right, actually, I better set up stick cam again. There we go. There we are for our landing. There we go. Oh crikey! I missed a donation. My goodness me. Apologies for whoever that was. Very generous. I think. Oh, was it via? Oh my goodness me! It was a very generous donation as well. LPM61. If you're still in chat, my goodness, I'll reping it.
50,
Thank
40,
you very much.
30,
I've repinged it, which is why Streamlabs has
10.
let it come up. Very kind of you. Thank you. 25 quid.
Good job. Keep it up, smile.
Thank you very much. And if you're still here, LPM61, I do apologise. I've just gone downstairs, and thanks, Mods, for highlighting that. Spitfire said, I just went to see my parents' dogs yesterday for the first time in a while because I've been recovering from a throat infection. I miss those little foofs so much. Amazing. Thank you very much for popping in here. The dog's the best. You know, if you're ever having a bad day, just have a look at your dog. Thank you, LPM61. That was very kind. I'm afraid I've never seen you come up in chat before, so thank you very much for your donation, and if you've just joined the channel as a subscriber, welcome aboard. Harry, we've been discussing amongst the group, how does Toga sound for a name? Pass. Pass, I'm afraid. Oh, the ground speed's increased a little bit, 618 knots. But yeah, the cruise phase, just like the 7.3, which is obviously a bit more to do in that aircraft, it is a low workload phase. You're essentially just monitoring the systems of fuel flow, do periodic fuel checks every hour, make sure everything's along plan. But yeah, the level of automation is incredible. What about Mukdu as a name? No. What about a Musk-inspired name? Yeah, he's got how many children now? Yes, he's got some interesting choices as well, but yes. $13. That's bonkers. Flyjump, still young to get my CPL. What do you recommend me to train in my simulator with the 7.3? Do you recommend getting 7.3 hardware like the FMC or MIP? You don't need it. Let me show you my setup, guys. If I was to place you on my head, this is what I'm looking at right now. Okay, this is what I'm doing when I'm streaming. Am I going to give anything away? No, I'm not. There we are. So I've either got that or a Boeing yoke, and a keyboard, and a mouse. Yes, you could get the FMC if you really want to, and if you really wanted, you love flying the 7.3, then absolutely fine. But as a bare minimum, you need one of those. I have that for VATSIM, although it's not working. Look, with this iniBuilds, it's completely frozen, which is quite common with new aircraft. And that's all you need. And a PC just over there. So that's what you need to get. The laptop for me is just obviously for streaming. Where's the stapler in my office? Did I ever show you this, guys, on the top here? This is really nice. So if I this is my shelf of things. I have a thermometer with a humidity, so obviously the PC's running. Giving too much away with all the medals. Look, yeah, many medals. Shotgun shooting, go-karting champion. That is my late grandfather and grandmother, and my dad as a baby. My dad passed away in the late 90s, so I never really got to know him very well. And I have a terrarium and Jack, painting of Jack, and a funky clock. So yeah, and a 737 Max on a stand. That's my shelf of things. Where's your face in the office? Yeah, I have a face, you know, a self-portrait. Perfect. Wow, it's 11:45 already. Where are you in the world, Slush? Toby says, would love to join the channel but can't get my Discord to link with YouTube. Discord support stated this is quite a common issue, unfortunately, but no date for a fix. Still love the content. Now, is that just normal Discord YouTube synchronization or joining members-only servers? I don't know. But, oh yeah, sorry, the clock's broken. Yeah, the clock's broken, Slush Puppies, didn't even click. Yeah, Toby Lerone, I've had a few members join recently who've had difficulty syncing the server, but I think it's all working. In fact, I think someone today that joined was having issues, but they were able to join. But I'm not one to push or publicise or force membership. If you want to join as a member, feel free to do so. You know, YouTube, I love the platform and it's great for sharing content, but they really push stuff via emails. Oh, do you want to promote this, promote that? Do you want to add ads? No, I don't. I just want to have fun, and I'm very fortunate to receive donations and generous gestures. And that's it. You guys decide if you want to do it. Kind of funny, it's 11:45 Eastern right now. Well, you know what they say about a broken clock, don't you? What's the saying, guys? Let's see if anyone gets it in chat. Snowdog says the A350 is a sham. The Phoenix Dev said it himself. Oh dear. Not getting into this. Microsoft Flight Sim users don't care because they don't know better anyway. Norsky late for work. I love that. It's right twice a day. There you go. It's broken. Oh, this is very oriental music. This is actually suiting our stream very well. Just turn it up a little bit temporarily. This is called Inu by Osuku, apparently. It's in my Epidemic Sound playlist. I have to pay a stupid amount of money for each year to have royalty-free music. No, it's actually not too bad. But I was getting a lot of strikes. Donna Mosin, I'm still waiting to hear I Love Airbus from you today. What video is that? Sasha's sitting on Jim's lap. Behave yourself. Thanks, Jim. Oh, no way. Mike Olferson. He's just gifted one member. Look who it went to. Toby. Toby Lerone. He was just commenting. He was thinking about joining as a member, but was worried about the Discord YouTube synchronization. Well, now you can test it. That's very generous, Mike. Thank you very much for your gifted membership. Toby Lerone, if you're still here, give it a go. Manifesting his own membership. Yeah, he probably did some sort of hacking. What? Mark Olferson, what have you done? Has he got you at gunpoint? Perfect. So, Mike, you're still here, follow the link and go from there. Mike, very kind, thank you. Ah, dear me, that was quite funny. Kevin thinking of winning the lottery, brilliant. So I would give a cabin tour, but obviously it's not available in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. But I have to say, the performance en route is very good. You know, I'm getting nice, smooth FPS, spending about 35-40. Again, about 10 or 15 less than I get in the Phoenix or the PMDG, but not bad. And I have said, well, people seem to be experiencing better performance in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, so I would like to give that a try. Once SU1 becomes public, I don't know how easy it is to get into a beta. I think it's probably just a click of a button, but I usually like to wait until things are properly tested and released before I test them, especially when I'm streaming. Just had Neslin just join as a member. Welcome aboard, buddy. Glad you're enjoying the content. Glad you are doing well. Well, I hope you're doing well, and thank you for the support. Yeah, Fred, that's actually a nice option. Having cabinless aircraft saves on performance, and actually I really like the fact in the A380 by fly-by-wire you have the option of click spot to turn it off. But yeah, that's a good option. It'd be nice to have had a cabin to see though in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Turing, good question. Time to stop at descent. Not too far to go, so we'll go here to flight plan. It does come up on here. Where's my flight plan gone? Active flight plan. I would like to show you, but I can't seem to see anything. Oh, there we are. Top of descent is at 0510. Oh, it's only 22 minutes away. Just after Pamby. And we'll fly the Star. The Star does put you quite low on the approach. So I'll have to see. I'll have to see how we fly that.
40, 30, 20.
Thank you, Reagan. That's that's very kind. Cheers, buddy. That's quite funny.
Here's some tea money from my favourite streamer on YouTube. Cheers, Captain.
Thank you very much, Reagan. We'll go get some tea as soon as possible. Joe's gone to the to see the midwife today, and I think she said she's going to get some tea bags on the way back. She's going to go see her mum. But yes, we'll put that into the tea kitty. Thank you very much, Reagan. That's very kind. Perfect. There's now runway 05 in real life. I've never flown into Haneda on a stream. Or have we? Have I done a group flight here? Not sure. Oh, that's a cool runway as well. So this is going to be for noise, isn't it? Right, I'm just looking on VATSIM. No, there's no VATSIM ATC here.
Welcome.
Is there a real world ATIS available? No one's online, are they? So I'm really... Do I risk changing the runway for runway 05? Not sure. Thanks for your subscription there, Diekien Kulabli. I've completely butchered your name there. Very kind. Depart 0534 for arrival. I think, guys, because there's no VATSIM and the wind... So 3-4 right. What's this cool approach everyone keeps mentioning? Oh, the LDA. Oh, that's a wicked approach. It's basically an ILS and then you visually fly and land on the other runway. We will do this sometime. I just want to practice it before. And that's it. This is my first YouTube membership. Been following your channel for years and years. Thanks for all the good content. Well, thank you very much. I hope you get into the Discord at ASAP. And all members, don't forget you can contact me anytime. Just tag me if you have any questions or DM me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Yeah, this approach looks wicked. That'll probably be boring. Just do an ILS. Pax217 mine. Thanks, buddy. 9 months a member. You should do a Haneda to San Diego. I think somewhere in the US. They used 787 in real life, but with the new 350, I'm sure we'll see it soon. Oh, very cool. Thank you very much for your membership. That's a long old sector in the Pacific. True, quick note: if you spin the QNH wheel without pulling, you can preset the QNH. Now, I wonder what airplane also does that, which is based off a very old design. 7.3 does that. Yeah, I did that on the test sector. That's quite cool. What is the weather like? It's very nice evening, or morning I should say, in Japan. Clear skies, 9 degrees, 1020. So we can preset that now. There we are, 1020. I don't know if you have to push it in, do you, or anything? Both the Max and NG, you can preset the QNH like that. Oh, it's disappeared. Do you have to execute it or something, or was it pre-saved in the background? Keisan is San Diego packs, very cool. Alex, got back from an appointment. Glad I'm catching the tail end of this. Excellent. Well, look at our tailwind. 150 knots. Brilliant. 1 hour 7 minutes airborne. It's pre-saved. Very cool. There's the external view of any. I don't generally do external views, but sorry. You see the aeroplane. God, it's loud out here. There we are. We are flying Jiao. I don't like the shape of that nose. It's like it's too steep here. It is an ugly nose for an aeroplane, but an incredible machine. Very efficient. Here's drone cam. I'm glad we flew Japan Airlines today. It's a beautiful nose. Yeah, the wings make up for the nose, yeah. Cuppy, do you do long haul streams on this channel? Very rarely. Usually across the pond, the longest one I do. Occasionally take part in some events, maybe. Count on one hand how many I do a year. LPM, is the iniBuilds 350 really immersive versus the Phoenix? I think it's really good. I think the Phoenix has been around longer. It's got a lot more going on in the background, hasn't it? I think this aeroplane is cooler than the 320. I think. Personal choice from which aeroplane I prefer. I think the 350 is cool. But out of the two, I pretty think the Phoenix is the best product. I obviously I don't want to cause any controversy, but obviously I don't fly this aeroplane. I don't fly the Airbus series, so I can't tell you. You need to ask V1 or put them in a tight spot. But I think Phoenix is just one of the exactly as you said. If it's as a package, it's really complete. iniBuilds are good. And I've always liked their products, really have. But I think the Phoenix is just a tidier one. Just turn the volume back up. I best do some work soon with top percent coming up. Well, there you go, Fred. V1 still holds the Phoenix as numero 1, yeah. And Daniel, it's a fair point. You really can't compare the two. The 350 is obviously a long haul jet, but then again, the Airbus is a very a common systemality, I don't know if that's a word. Common systems, common cockpit and displays. I think when you really dig into the Phoenix A320, it's got so much going on, so much that's modelled. Whereas the iniBuilds, I don't know. This is a payware product in comparison to the A340. Their free product is actually very good as well. But yeah, I mean, it's only just got released. Let's see. But I'd say out of the two, the Phoenix is the better. Max says Phoenix said the aircraft is missing. Oh dear. So that's what they said. Phoenix said the aircraft is missing 90% of the ECAMs. Engine start is fictional. Can fly autopilot with all ADRs off. Oh dear. So that's... I don't know much. I guess that's not... Well, if it's 90% of the ECAM message is gone. Yeah, are Phoenix launching an A350? I don't know. Ah, that's quite outspoken. I don't know who started that. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I'm just going to be a casual observer. I've told you which one I think is the better, the Phoenix, but this is an excellent add-on, and for the purposes of a desktop simulator, you can have a lot of fun replicating A350 ops in the iniBuilds A350. Okay, I see. Anyway, on that note, let's start setting up for our approach with 120 miles to go. Guys, just a general consensus then. I know we've discussed it a lot already. Do I risk changing the runway in this FMC? That's another thing, this aircraft does have a lot of bugs at the moment. Do I risk changing the runway in the FMC for the actual approach and use in real life, or stick with my plan of landing on runway 16 right? Let's look on flight radar and find out. I'm getting mixed responses here. Only risk if you're ready to take over. Oh, well, I'm an expert landing. I've landed iniBuilds airplanes with a mouse only. It's doable. Yeah, alright. Well, let's have a look at flight radar and see which runway is in use. In fact, you guys are all knowing. What is the current runway in use in... Just listen to the ATIS. It's 3... Oh! And it's 3-4 right. Ah, no, yeah, I'm on 1-6. Yeah, that's not right. So they're landing on 3-4 right. I always want to do it as realistically as possible. No, you dares wins. Wasn't that Churchill? Let's now... I'm looking on my flight radar on my phone. It's quite quiet now, obviously, isn't it? Because it's the middle of the night there. But yes, I'm looking on flight radar. An aircraft has just taken off. Oh, they're not there. So 05 is for takeoff. Yeah, it's the middle of the night, isn't it? One day we might get D-ATIS. Yeah. Does Haneda have D-ATIS in real life? I don't think it does. No. Landing 3-4 right. Alright. Look, let's, for the sake of realism, land on 3-4 right. So I need to find out what star I want. Fingers crossed for this. Oh my goodness me. Right, so it'll be an Axel something. Oh, the first one. Look at that. So, oh wow, look at the arrival. It really is all over the place. Oh, it's Del Boy. Oops. No, it's not. Yeah, motto of the SAS. Yeah, I knew that. It's not Del Boy. Yes, now I know. Anyway, I'm getting massively distracted. So that's the star we were going to fly. This is suggesting the Axel 1 Alpha. Now someone's saying 1-6 left for departure, not 1-6 right. But I think they're landing on 3-4 right. Ah, there's night... Yeah, let's do the night arrival. I know it's the middle of the day, but let's do the night arrival. Ah, cool. Yeah, this is what we want. So, this is called the Axel November. Right, wish me luck, guys. This is to land on 3-4 right. Correct? Landing 3-4 right, perfect. So, an Axel... Right, so I think I'm going to have to press this. So, runway 3-4 right. ILS, Zulu or Yankee. Let's have a look at what we have. So let me just pin this. Unpin that. So I've got 3-4. So which one does the night one come in from? It comes in from Keiho. So we need to do either... Yeah, ILS Yankee. We need to do ILS Yankee, which comes from Keiho. So ILS Yankee. Is there Avaya? Keiho. Okay, let's go. Fingers crossed. I think it's worked. I think it's just turning because of the flight plan. There we are. So, let's just check for any discontinuities. Now, question. Ooh, keyboard. Is this modelled? No. No, I've just put my footrest down. It's not modelled. Cool, though. You didn't insert the correct star. No, I didn't, did I? I didn't put the star in. It's not over yet, guys. Yes, thanks. Uh-oh. Oh, what have I done? Clear. Oh, don't tell me I've broken it. Oh, it's not working. Of course it's a bug. Ooh, so this is... Yeah. Right. Well, I've managed to change it to 3-4 right, but how do I... No, I think we're alright, guys. Just give it the benefit of the doubt. Axel November. No, it's... Yeah, it's broken. Have I crashed it? Have I had this WASM thing then? So if I just erase this... See, this is a bit disappointing because it's a £70 product at the end of the day. You're paying top dollar for this and it's broken. I can't change. But this isn't right, is it? Is it? Or maybe... Oh, maybe I shouldn't speak. Yeah, look, it's not letting me select the runway. No, it's fine. Just been put everything left to right again. Should work. Okay. I don't want to... How do I clear this now? So left to right. Thanks to this, guys. Thanks for your patience. So it could well be working fine. Right, 3-4 right. Approach ILS Yankee. See, I don't know the aeroplane, so let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Amazing. So, no, it's all good. It's all good. But I think you might have been able to do it in different orders, or do you have to do it in that order and it just doesn't work otherwise? That looks good. Well, cheers, Will. Well, very well observed. And this is where I have difficulty because I don't fly the Airbus. So if I'm in a 737 or a Boeing product, I might be able to say, yeah, that's not right. And breathe. Who was having visions of our iniBuilds Airbus A350 mouse landing stream? Right, let's just check the routing. So top of descent still coming in there. Now, how do I step through this, each individual waypoint? Do I go to plan? Now, how do I step through each one? Because I think I can change the page, but not each waypoint. So I've got Panvi Selno. I'm looking for Axel. Axel, then Utibo. Utibo, that checks in the plan. Utibo to Ikumi, 6,000 feet. 5970. So that's interesting. It's put me slightly below. It shouldn't, I guess, put that because it's 6,000 or above. And then Keiho. But look, it looks sensible with all the heights. And then we said ILS Yankee, didn't we? 434 right. That's pinned. There's Keiho, 4,000. Curvy, 2,000. Now, why is it showing me 1,500 feet at Curvy? Is that at or above? Arrows on the pedestal goes one by one. Ah. Oh, I thought it crashed there. Ah, cool, thank you. Flaps 2. Is that where it's suggesting to select flaps? That's cool. Curvy Cecil crest is on the final approach strat 3-degree path. Okay, that's really cool. Oh, you can scroll the wheel on the KCCU. That's this thing. Ooh, I like that. That's really cool, iniBuilds. Yeah, look, so you can use the scroll wheel to step through your points. Alright, that looks good. Right, what else do I need to do? I need to do the... No, I don't need to set my frequencies courses a minimum. So you could use the scroll. That's really neat. Cat 1 ILS 220. So it's an Airbus. I know how to do this. Position Perth. Approach. Fill in the gaps. I could probably even fetch this from something else, can't I? Send Windsor in. Approach. Alright, well, I'll just copy this in then. Weather. Ah! No, I want the meta. There we are. So let's just use 1903. Can I type this? No, I can't. 190. Enter. No, enter here. 3. Enter. Outside air temperature 9. Enter. QNH 1020. It's probably a quicker way of doing this or syncing it, but we're going old school. Enter. Minimums. Let's check the chart again. It has fixed rings. Explain more, people. How do I get my beloved fixed rings? And you know I love fixed rings. 220 feet Barrow. Enter. Right, that's great. So that's all done. Descent is in very soon. I'll have to set a brake to vacate in the descent. Yes, 10 miles, guys, until top of descent. So I'll do brake to vacate in the descent. We don't have any star restrictions here, so what we'll do is we'll see MSA in this sector. 6,300. I'll just set flight level 100 to start with. So, approaching my arrow, 5 miles. Set flight level 100. Oh no, what's the transition altitude here? 14,000. Well, we'll go down to flight level 180. And it's just a push. You push it in, don't you? Push it in, aeroplane. And this is what mode called again? Managed descent. Top of descent, ladies and gentlemen. There is Japan. Oh, is that Mount Fuji? Amazing. And there's my green dot. That's my descent dot. VNAV path, I will call it. Ah! Now, what's going on here? It did this on my test sector. Is that normal? 900 feet high, 1,000 feet high, 1,100 feet high. What's going on? It did this on my test sector. Why has it done that? Exact same thing on my test sector. It showed me on path with my descent arrow, on profile, and now it's just diving. Now I'm 1,500 feet high. That was perfectly on profile. Any bugs going on? Need a new emoji for top of managed descent. Brilliant. Not normal having the issue in Microsoft flights in 2024. Now I'm 1,700 feet high, so I know or command the speed up to that. Yeah, it's kamikaze, and the rate of descent is going up. Now all the winds are in. It did this on my test sector. We synced all the speeds, the winds. We saw it on the setup. Anyway, I'll leave it in managed descent so it'll speed up and hopefully recapture the profile. But anyone else having the same issue or not having the issue? Anyway, brake to vacate. That's the only thing I've got left to do on my setup as we descend down. BTV.
50.
G plus 10, thank you very
30,
much.
20.
No, I've got a lot to do. Thank you very much. V2 plus 10 for your donation. We'll get it done.
That tailwind is not going to help, but you have got this, Captain.
Look at that ground speed. Wow, I didn't realise. Look at that, 670 knots. That's an impressive ground speed. There we are. But yeah, all those winds were inputted into the FMS, so it should be aware of it. We're now 3,000 feet high on profile, and it was perfectly on profile based off of descent points. Anyway, let's now just get this brake to vacate set up. So page 55, the manual, great. There's no failures. So rotate this, confirm the braking action. Runway runway condition. There we are. So it's going to be dry. Okay, using the scroll, push the knob to insert. Okay, so it's dry. Now on your EFIS, go to plan and reduce the zoom as much as possible. So load the airport map. Oh, I'm going to have to use spoilers. It's now 4,200 feet high. But we've got to get brake to vacate set up first. Uh-oh. Oh, it's crashed. Ah! Come on. Yay! Right, we need to work out, landing on 3-4 right, where's the preferential exit? We'll just work it out ourselves, isn't it? There'll probably be a preferential exit, but 3-4 right, let's aim for the first high speed? Charlie 9 or Charlie 10? I don't know, let's go. Now, I remember from my test sector, what? Now what's it doing? 1,400 feet per minute, I don't know. Ah, right, ND, you press ND on this, that allows you now to manipulate the map, which is very cool. I need to find runway 3-4 right and click the exit I want. You know, you don't need any pro Airbus pilots. You only need my content. C10, you click the exit you want. C10, set brake to vacate exit. Turnaround is set. Now, how do I execution? Set BTV. Water brake. It's armed. It's in blue. You can't teach it. Back to OIS. There we are. So brake to vacate's on. We're going to exit. 7,070. Right. So this is exactly what happened on my test sector. My top of descent was beautifully placed. based off all the winds which I've inserted, or SimBrief inserted. Let's see how many miles we have until touchdown. So we'll go back to the flight plan. We've got oh yeah, we should be at 18,000 feet. We're 10,000 feet high. Come on then, speed brake, 310 knots. Whee! There is Tokyo in the distance. There's the bay. VNavant. Whoever has a new word, WC. Yeah. So, yeah, it seems the managed descent path is broken in the airlock. So that's 2 out of 2 flights for me, and it's just, yeah, we weren't even late. We descended about 5 miles before the white arrow. It did 1,000 feet per minute. The green dot was above us, and then the green dot went to being, 100 feet low to 7,100 feet high. It's not VNavant, it's VNavanting. We'll capture the profile, 6,900 feet. Good rate of descent this. There's the speed brakes up. I think the seatbelt might be on, Gary. I've left them all strapped in for the entire sector. Yes. Josiah, you've not had a descent like that? Okay. Litter, you've had 2 identical flights. One did what you just did. Second one this morning was fine. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh no, I'm levelling off somewhere. 180. No, keep descending. And now it's going to go beep, beep, beep. No, I thought it was meant to do that noise. Push. See, I just know Airbus. The predictor is here. It's because VS engaged. Yeah, that's we're still 4,500 feet high, but it's coming back. I am Airbus. Right, let's set the Q&H magic B button. Oh, it's now 1023 apparently. That's changed. Right, profile's coming in 4,000 feet high, but we're doing 4,800. I could bug 320. It's Alpaca Banzai. In we come. Perfect. Well, Tokyo's over there. 3,400 feet high. Oh look, the sound changes down here. Woo! Why is it noisy there? That's weird. Is that because I'm close to the window? Not sure. Very nice down there. Scenery's great. Scotty, how did you flip the 380? Come on, you know what you did. Oh, what are you on about? What? No, scrapped it, didn't we? Right, so now it's doing clever Airbus things. Surely it's going to decel soon, but profile's going back at 1,500 feet high. Ah, now it's decelling to 250. Very good. Yeah, this is Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, guys. If you've just joined the stream, welcome aboard. We've just started our abrupt descent into Tokyo Haneda. And, oh, these speed brakes are very effective, aren't they? And we're passing 11,000 feet now. Unfortunately, it'll be great if we can get these charts working. So then I wouldn't need Navigraph up here. But there we are. We'll go down to 6,000 feet or above by Umuki. 6,000 feet set. So again, we're almost on path. Look, back at 250 knots, 500 feet high now. There's the green dot. Look at this VNav path. We do have a very low level segment. Look, this is fantastic. I love this. Great for situation awareness for your descent planning. Alright, now I can stow them. There we are, because we're on path, on speed, so we might actually get a bit of thrust coming up now. There we are. Pre-cruise, post-cruise checks. Lights. Don't need a logo on. Pressurization is all fine, no problem. Set, belts are on, checks complete. We're doing the correct approach now. It's not crashed. Oh, Oh, I forgot to put my fixed rings in. Ugh. Lovely, lovely, well, evening I should say in the sim, but right now, live time. There is Mount Fuji. Beautiful approach. Guys, look. Look below me. He's zonked. The dog that has been walked and is very happy with life. He loves his little bed under the office. It's amazing if you actually talk a lot, they get quite excited, don't they? Right. Oh, there's my fat belly. There we are. Stick cams back on. Okay, so now it's on. So the Airbus, does it prioritise idle path descent like the 7.3? But you can see now it's perfectly on its path, holding 250 knots, and we're descending to 6,000 feet. Distance to go 30 miles. Great, that's looking good. But I think it does plan a little level segment here into Haneda. Anthony says, rumour has it that you toss your cookies at the top of Mount Fuji. What? Brilliant. Oh, yes, the charts are now working. Great. Well, we'll have at least the en route chart, but none of the star charts are working. Oh, yeah, you're quite right. I need to select localizer scales for the ILS. Beautiful. Put the tray table away, do some work. Yes. How do I put it away? Ah, where's the click spot for this? Down here. There we are. Stow with care. Basically, don't kick it in. This is very good. Yeah, it's cute, isn't it, Spitfire, when you're talking to them. Oh, it's a bit of an oscillation in pitch, but otherwise it's holding speed really nicely. We can step down to 4,000 feet. That's set. That's the next restriction for Keiho. And then we've got the Keiho transition. We can go down to 2,000 feet thereafter. So you can see there's the 6,000 feet charted restriction in the FMC. So I guess in managed descent it won't go below this. But as soon as it's past it, it will. There you go, look, out constraints. So I guess as soon as we passed it, it will continue descending. Welcome on board, Nadia. Thank you very much for subscribing. There's the thrust coming up to maintain the speed of 250 knots. And there we are. Oh, now that would make you feel sick. We went from 1,000 to 1,700 feet per minute in 3 seconds. You'd be floating in the roof. So I think that's a bit aggressive, that pitch change, if I'm perfectly honest. I mean, I'm just being critical, as I always am, with many islands as possible. I think the pitch change there was far too aggressive. Skilp says, hitting the Captain OIS on the centre button just to the left of the FMS swaps it with the EFB. Great to have everything all up next to order with no need to look down as much. Oh, really? I'll have a play with that next time, as we're coming onto the approach. So I picked up the DME. We've got 20 miles, 4.6. We're very low, but that's because of the restriction. I think what we'll do is I'll go VS now, and we're just going to do a very shallow descent down to 2,000 feet. So that's now set. After Keiho, we can go down to 2,000 feet, and I've just got to choose when to reduce speed from 250 knots myself. There's Tokyo, loading in. RIP PC, was all that gets put in, and there's the glide slope already alive. Great. Oh yes, activate approach mode. Thank you. Before I do that, I'm just going to pull the speed bug so it doesn't slow right down straight away. I know where this is. It's under Perth. Activate, confirm. There we are. So there we are. This is a CDA. Start reducing the speed to the up speed. You're not impressed by this, guys? JB, how's the system depth so far? Looks really well modelled, JB. I think a lot of people were commenting about some of the missing features in regards to the Phoenix earlier, but yeah, I think the... Well, to be fair, I changed the runway in the FMS and we didn't have any problems, but I think the order in reality, you should be able to probably do it in a slightly different order. I did download the Japanese World update, so there is Haneda. There might be some interesting, nice scenery to look at. Okay, I'll select some. I'm going a little bit fast actually. I'm going to select the flaps to 1. I'm going to push this in as well. It's already commanding 135. And we'll arm approach. If you arm approach, does localise as well, doesn't it? Yes. There's Mount Fuji there. What an approach. VS to finesse. You've got it, Bills. Doesn't matter what the aeroplane. What speed for flap 2? 212 knots. I need to become a little bit slower here. Just put a little bit of speed brake out. That speed brake's really effective.
2,500.
Checked. It's quite a short ILS actually, onto an 8-mile final. Best start slowing down. Flap 2, not exceeding any speeds today. Better start my flight recorder as well for the replay. Coming in a bit hard. I thought in my head it was a 12-mile final. It was about an 8. There we are. We're good. Waiting for localizer and glide slope capture. Come on. Come on. Localizer, glide slope capture. Can't teach it. Stow the speed brake. Arm it. Missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. Set. 6 miles. I better drop the gear. Oh my god, it's the cement mixer with bricks again. So loud. What is going on? Flap 3. That is ridiculous. Yeah, sure. People said it's loud, but surely it's not this loud. So I said I should have dual autopilot on. Really, even if hand flying. Full flaps. Apparently the noise is realistic. Say again, Gary! Surely it's not this loud. I've not even touched the volume. Well, that's an interesting landmark down there. Great. All green. I've got full flaps. Oh my days. Pete, have a look where the gear is right under you. I mean, it's the same in the 737, and it doesn't make that noise unless you're doing 220 knots. Lulu, yeah, same in the 73. I'd love to see a video of the A350. It's not this loud. I will bet you... I'll bet you, I don't know, an image of my gentleman. You know what we discussed earlier. Right, disconnecting autopilot. Press that, shut the horn up. Watch this. I can't hear anything. Alright, I've got no excuses. Beautiful light winds. Look at these runways here. It's getting quieter. Interesting. My airspeed's fixed, but the gear volume has lessened completely on its own. Oh, there you go.
500.
Magic nose wheel get. That's probably a little better now, but not like it was before. Maybe it's directly linked to the radio altimeter. Small inputs, Roger. I must butter. Otherwise my new subscribers will doubt my authenticity. How can the nose volume change
100 above.
of the gear, even though I'm flying the same speed?
200.
Smidge high. Oh, I can hear it in the marker.
Minimum
Continue.
100.
I'm a little bit high.
50.
I'm going to flare
40,
a bit higher here.
30. 20. Retard. 10.
Oh, that was a bit firm. Probably about 300 feet per minute. Right, we're down. Speed brakes up. Reverses. Brake to vacate. Engage. There, 100 knots. I don't touch the brake to... There we are. Look at this brake to vacate work. 60 knots. Cancelling reverse. And when do I take the brake off? Because it's going to stop early. Brake off. Oh, I'm going to stop early. Brake to vacate off. Very good. I thought it said it was bring it to 10 knots. Oh, I don't know. That's worked really nice, I suppose. I could have done it better myself. It's quite a firm landing, but yeah, it's an Airbus, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tokyo Haneda. Look at the banter and stuff it. Very cool. Airport not in active flight plan. Yes, I've only landed here. Right, where am I going? Where does Japan Airlines park? So this is the stock Haneda scenery with Microsoft Flight Simulator, but with a fix, because apparently the default one's broken. Oh, what's wrong with my brakes? Are they hot? I've got smoke coming out of all different things. I used loads of reverse thrust. What's my brake temperature? Not a real JAL pilot. No. 10 o'clock's JAL. Okay, well that was about 10 o'clock. So I think if we go onto this stand here, and we'll go for there. Oh no! Banter started. I'm going to go for stand 54, guys. It's right in front of me. Thank you, Simbear, for the tenner.
My spine just about made it.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, someone said Terminal 1 for domestic flights. Oh, that's the other side. No, change of plan, Terminal 2. Thank you, Simbear, very kind. Flaps coming up. And spoilers disarm. Yes, the FPS is... Oh, what am I getting? 22 FPS. That's probably mostly Tokyo. Right, as I said, stand 54 we'll go for. I hope this is a wide body jet stand. I think it is. Now I need to get GSX up and running. Too small? Show me this spot. Yeah, it's alright. Oh, it's probably a bit small actually, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, well, we'll take it. I'm sure we'll be alright. Sorry guys for ruining the immersion. It's gonna be overhang for sure, yeah, I know, well... Everyone's gonna unsubscribe. Oh my goodness me, Japan Airlines please. Ah, they're on a stand, that's really cool. I'll try not to... Oh no, I've not started the APU. Oh god. Right, that can come off because I'm blinding the ground crew. Strobes can come to off. There we go. 40 metres? Oh, I'm going to hit you, madam, if I go 40 metres. Yeah, okay, that's going to work. Okay, slight overhang, it's all good. Yeah, that's alright, we'll just make sure there's dash 8s on the adjacent stands. And I'm parking there, madam. She's going to be really cross with me if I shut down there. Welcome to ANA Terminal. Sorry, guys. Oh, I should have taxied to Japan Airlines in the correct terminal on the correct stand. Oh dear. Arigato, Captain. Time for sake. Yes, let's go do some sake. APU's booting up. I'll probably shut down one engine. Right. Shut down 2. So I can get some crowd equipment connected. Yeah, actually, Mr. JR, I had a taxi plan in, okay, for runway 16 right. I was going to make an idiot left turn onto Terminal 1, but because everyone said change to 34 right, I couldn't be bothered to taxi round. Right, APU is available. 2 blues, 1 red somewhere, engine's dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tokyo Haneda in the iniBuilds A350. Wonderful flight. Very good add-on. Very good. Right, that can come off. And where's my APU bleed on? Let's deboard our passengers. Perfect.
The boarding requested.
Oh, she's waving goodbye. She's satisfied. And she's gone. Oh, here comes my air bridge. From nowhere! Yeah, interesting. Well, it works. Love the GSX integration as well. Let's go outside here. Beautiful. That's an awesome view. That's as if someone's on the roof looking down. Let me just stop the replay. We'll do a replay. and I'll just turn the sounds down as well. I just want to read some of your comments as usual. It's fascinating to see what you have to say after I land with the banter. It's probably a little bit too loud now, but there we are. Passengers do need to take a leap of faith into the air bridge. Jumps at Garfield, absolutely. Quite a jump to deboard there. Yes, it's just default air bridge, I think, to be fair. But yeah, loads of panels and doors modelled under the aircraft. I have heard about that. That's a really neat feature. Just, oh, it's really loud here. GSX is incredibly loud as well. Let me just turn that down. Oh, there we go. Yeah, GSX needs an update, should connect for L2. Oh, really? Oh, my GSX needs an update, Daniel. I think I've got the latest one. I updated it yesterday. Go friend, that wasn't as much as a landing as an instant where the wheels contacted the ground and the plane was still usable afterwards. That is true. It was a firm landing, but I flared really high and I probably floated a bit long, but those brakes did seem a little hot. Brilliant. What did you guys say in chat here? Brake smoke effect, same as V1, it practically locked them up. Oh, really? Oh, I thought I had... Alright, you know, used full reverse thrust and vacated about 2,000 metres down. I wouldn't think it'd get that hot. Simbear's taking out a new health plan. Brilliant. Jowler on the other side of this area. Yes, sorry about that. Wrong stand. Too small and whatnot. Excellent. Right, guys, what do you think then of the iniBuilds Airbus A350? I really like it. I think it's a fantastic replication of this quite complex machine. We did experience bugs today. Obviously, the fact that the charts aren't available or working yet is a bit of a pain. But I think the biggest issue was that descent, and I had that on both of my sectors. I had the arrow to prompt me for descent, and as soon as I passed it, it just went from being on profile, the green dot, to 8,000 feet high. And I did the altitude distance cross checks. We were high, so it's definitely not the wind, even though it was strong, but the wind should have been accounted for. And again, that level segment where we were at 4,000 feet with the out constraint, when it passed that, it went from level to 2,000 feet per minute in 3 seconds. You'd be floating in the roof. So they just need to fine-tune that descent and pitch there, and I reckon, you know, these are small issues, and it has just been released, and I think there will be improvements. Now, we were discussing the difference between this and the Phoenix. I do think the Phoenix is a better product. It's more complete, there's a lot more going on, but this has just been released. No doubt feedback will come in, and it will improve in time. But yeah, a very nice replication of the Airbus A350. Right then, would you like to have a little surprise, guys? And I see a lot of people are logging off here, but maybe they've logged off a little bit too soon. Occasionally, I like to say thanks to all of you for watching my content. Not just to the members as well, but the regular viewers and subscribers. And I was thinking about this today during today's stream. And what do you think I'm going to announce? Very good. I think some of you have said it, Zanillo. A free copy. Now, I haven't worked with iniBuilds for a long time, but they have a great way of purchasing this aircraft, which is by gift vouchers. So I would like to run a giveaway now to purchase I think it's the gift voucher of $71.99 or whatever it is, and I will purchase you a copy of this aircraft. You can enter it very simply. No, Rosie. You can enter it very simply by putting something in chat. So just to say thank you to all of your generosity for those who donated, but also for all of you for watching the videos, because even if you watch the videos after a stream, the ad at the start, I put the ads, every one out, that generates some income. So I would like to give something back for all of you. You finally put a ring on it. Toad in the Hole, I got engaged about a year and a half ago. Getting married in August. But yeah, just to say a massive thank you to you all. So what we'll do is just set up Nightbot here. Now, all you need to do is I'll ask you a question in chat, and you have to put the correct answer in chat. And then if you are the winner, all you need to do is get in contact with me via social media. So Instagram, you can DM me, or X, I accept DMs, or if you don't have social media, you can email me. My email page is on the About section, flightdecksim@gmail.com, and all I ask is for you to show me your YouTube page with the logout screen, because I'll make a note of whoever has won the giveaway here. It's all done via Nightbot, and I'll show you how it's unrigged using my yoke cam, because a lot of people think it's rigged. only members and moderators win. But interesting fact, over nearly 40% of my viewers are members of the channel. But does any builds give refunds if I win? Brilliant. So yes, let me just get this set up here. So giveaways, settings. I need to do keyword giveaway next. There you are. So just to show you who could enter, and this is all changed on Nibot quite recently, just so no one convinces or is accusing me of being Alpaca Airways, hello. There you are. So look, I always have it set to this: viewers, regulars, channel members and moderators, the same chances of winning. Okay, next. There you go. So now I can enter the keyword. Don't put in that keyword, that was from my last giveaway. Don't put that. So keyword, I will put in 3 letters. Alright, what? The first letter begins with J, the last one is L. Could you name my operator that I work for here, beginning with J and ending in L? You can do that. Anti-spot, do it only once. Don't now, do it now. There we are. So you've got it only once, guys. If you do it more than once, you'll be kicked out. There we are, just to show you what goes on in the background. There you go. So all the people putting in Jow, all the entries coming in, 53. It adds and adds and adds. All regular viewers, look, 81 now. And look, mixture of members and moderators, all sorts going on there. So it's unrigged. There we are. It's all changed on Nibot. It's become a lot more transparent for us running it. So I'll let that run for a couple of minutes. As I said, just to say thank you for all your support. Uh-oh. That might have to go in the tech log. Oh my goodness me! Who just parked that 777? Look at that! Oh my goodness me! That won't need to go on the tech log. Look at that! Who flew that 777? Alpaca Airways pilots are the best. They know exactly where to stop. Yeah, you know. You can't teach it. Alpaca Airways pilots are trained. I mean, you couldn't even get a piece of A4 paper through there. What a pilot, what skills. Alpaca Airways are the best. They just can't train them anywhere else to that level of skill. Absolutely wonderful. Brilliant. That's just a connecting flight. Fantastic. He's used speed brake too. Yeah, he had to use a bit of speed brake just to stop. There's another A350 there, another JAL A350. Very cool. Let's hope they won't come like with a dust. Absolutely. Or maybe if he starts loading more passengers, or when we load passengers, it will push it on. Oh look, there's a JAL coming into this stand. Perfect. Airbus and Boeing holding hands. Absolutely. Oh, we've got gifted members coming in as well. Johnny Mum 211, thanks for the gifted membership, very kind. Alex, you won that. Thank you, Johnny Mum 211, for your support. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much indeed. Eddie, was that you? Alpaca 627. You can't teach that. You've obviously watched, been a member of an excellent real world pilot and gained some fantastic experience. Brilliant. Right then, let's roll this giveaway. Interesting sound. Was it a song? Wasn't it in the background? So, Nightbot, let me get all my award winner sounds here. Are we ready to choose the winner? Here it is. The winner is Mar11 Anno. Mar11 Anno. Here you are. You are the winner. Excellent. Waiting for his message. I've never heard of you before. I don't know if you're a subscriber, a member. I think you're a regular subscriber, I think. So definitely unrigged. Thank you very much. Oh, he's here. He goes, whee! Brilliant, Mar11 Anno. So, glad you're here. Well done winning the iniBuilds voucher. I'll purchase that for you. All I need you to do is get in contact with me via social media, Instagram or Twitter. I've made a note of your YouTube. If you log on to YouTube, press log out and show me your username so I know it's you. And I'll send you that gift voucher from iniBuilds. Purchase it today. And you can then purchase this aircraft for you to use in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and 2024. There we are. Amazing. Oh my god, my other chat's just gone crazy. I think we had a few gifted members coming in there, but my chat's a bit delayed. It's coming in now. So we had one gifted member. Oh, Alex van der Pas, you've just gifted 5 members. Thank you very much indeed. Very kind, sir. I don't know why the membership pings aren't coming in, but thank you for your support. Those gifted members were Aldo West, Alex, Spitfire F100. Good to see you here again, buddy. Aviation Sim as well, and Bruno Brights. Welcome aboard as members, guys. That's great. Alex, second time being gifted a membership for Flight Data Sim. Thanks very much, Johnny. Welcome back, Alex, as well. Anyway, that concludes the stream, and we already talked about the aircraft. As I said, excellent job by iniBuilds. I think some of the bugs we experienced today will hopefully be squished in time, but overall a very complete package and a nice replication of the real-world A350. Looking forward to flying again soon, and I might fly it again next stream because it is out and a lot of people are interested in the aircraft. I might have a go at this ultra long haul thing, doing it overnight, but I'll have a think about it and go from there. Otherwise, we shall end the show. So I'll log off of that sim. There we are. So that's disconnected, and we'll stop this funky music. In fact, what I think I need to do is, for the replay, do a couple of things. I need to go to the panel states. I think I've probably not done the full checklist, but I've just turned the beacon off. Where's panel states? I have seen it. Is it ground equipment? Oh, guys, you'll have to remind me here where it is. It's definitely here somewhere. Flight ops, no. Ops library, no. Where is it? It's in the flight ops menu. Thank you. Panel states, got you. All set, ready for takeoff. Excellent, so that's now doing a few things. It takes a while for all the engines to start, I think, and boot up, but we'll put them up there. There we are, N2 and N3, both engines are spooling up. So whilst that's going off, I will disconnect GSX as well. We've got to see how that landing looked like from outside. I don't think it was that bad. Was it? Was it bad? Don't think so. Right, I've stopped the replay. Just, oh, GSX, come on. Restart, there we go, that's done. Sounds like both engines actually can start both engines, no problem. Although the EGT seems to have stalled. Although there it goes. Amazing.
Start the engines to request ground services.
Yes, I know. Failures into London Heathrow next to the A350. I think my PC might melt if I attempted to land this in the A350 here as well. Oh dear. Right. I think we're ready for the replays now. Just need to select full flaps. I love how the little spoilers move and the ailerons move when you extend the flaps as well. Right then. That's done. Cue the replay music. I think we should be good to go. Uh-oh. Replay. A door's open, of course it is. It says available. Hopefully the engine will start soon. Oh, it's so loud. Sorry guys, I'm just turning things off here in the background as well. Yeah, that nose wheel landing noise as well. What a shot. Let's go here. Right. I don't think it was that bad, was it? Let's have a look. Ignore the door. Started flying a bit high. Oh, guys, that wasn't bad at all. I'd call that butter. Oh, I've got to do everything myself, haven't I? Yeah, reverses. Oh, I've got to control everything. Yeah. It was the best of your 3 recent ones. Thanks, Simbear, for that vote of confidence. Yeah, look, my landings in the last few streams have not been great, including in the Zemo one. Let's have a look from here. Oh, look, much better. Yeah, the door. It was a positive touchdown, Phoenix, absolutely. Little check. Yeah, you know what? I'd take that any day of the week. And then the brake to vacate kicked in. Very, very nice. Perfect. Right then, I think That's the view we're going to want, yeah, on the airport as well. Right, let me just pop you back on the approach, just from around a 7 or 8 mile final. There we go. Oh gosh, the really, really loud nose gear. Brilliant. Well, that's it for today. Thank you very much for popping in to our inaugural A350 sector. It was very enjoyable, great add-on. I'd thoroughly recommend it. I'm sure the bugs we experienced will be fixed in time, including this ridiculously loud nose wheel. But once again, thanks for popping in. Loads of gifted members, so thank you for everyone that did that today, and to everyone that donated, thank you very much for your generosity. Well done to Marl11Anno for winning. Get in contact with me via Twitter. That's absolutely fine. I've just seen your message as well, and I'll send you a copy of this. I'll purchase the gift card this afternoon after this stream, and we'll get this ready for you. Oh, look at that landmark down there. I'll need to find what that is in Google Maps. Anyway, that's it for today. I reckon I'll stream this in the next few days as well. I'm actually on standby today. It's been great. I haven't been flying too much this week, so I've been able to do a couple extra streams. But it's been good fun. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe to stay up to date with the latest content, and I'll see you all live again very, very soon. Cheerio, guys.